It's every time we about to start anything. Here we go, Chad.
Bro, it's empty, bro. I'm sick.
Man, go, bro. Go, man. We got a whole pod. Go, bro. Nah, do it now.
Welcome to Keep It a Buck, bro.
This is crazy. He forgot the Bev, chat.
When y'all start playing the video, I'm gonna run.
All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. The rendition of Well Actually is back yet again. Yes, sir. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone watching this on YouTube. Shout out to everyone listening to this on the audio side. Today's big three. Anthony Edwards is done with the 90s?
Oh?
What? The next Michael Jordan? Done with Michael Jordan? What? We also put out a fire tweet on Twitter. We got some fantastic responses combining two role players to create an all-star. We'll be going through who I think would be good combos and the responses that you guys put on Twitter as well. It is 2K Community Week, so they unveiled some news that we want to talk about as well. Is 2K back?
Big question.
And also Jaylen Brown diss track. What?
I thought that was Dame's job.
Jaylen Brown dropped the track today featuring ASAP Ferg, chat. So we're about to react to that today. But before we get started, how's everyone doing? Sage, how you doing today, man?
I was doing good today. I'm not gonna lie. I've been planning this event for my RLs, so I've been trying to. It's the first time really hosting like a party or whatever. So I'm trying to make sure everything goes straight with that. Tomorrow is going to be the last day of prep time. Saturday, not going to be here. TSO, Keep It a Buckers, SNSers, anybody in between, man. Say your prayers, bro. They are determined to get me cooked for a combination of either a way too late birthday celebration or a finally let's celebrate this nigga 100K celebration. So good luck with that. But then outside of that stress, because it has been stressful planning that. I ain't do shit today. I ain't gonna lie. I got to do a ton of shit tonight, so I've just been resting.
Cool. Dama, how you doing today?
I've been great, man. Been a great day. Strategizing, been having a nice little splurge on my channel recently, so been celebrating that. Thank you everybody from Let's Keep It a Buck. Thank you all the spare SLZ and spare TSO guys that's been supporting the channel and the streams and everything like that. Shit's been great. So my day's been great. My week's been great. Been a great month. 2 months for real.
I'm happy for you, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is the most locked in I've ever seen you on your individual shit, man. I'm proud of you, for real, man.
I ain't proud. I've been telling you go live. At this point, more records, more ones.
Yeah, I mean, I got jumped in front of everybody, so I had to.
And shout out to all the fraud Domalites out there that thought I was hating on them. Shout out to all the frauds that thought anybody on there was hating on them, man. We knew this brother had the potential. He was pulling 800 the other day. What are we talking about, bro?
Big facts. So shout out to OTF. Shout out to Damo. With that being said, let me go ahead and read this 5-star review from 301 Dar. Goat Pod, been watching since the Joy Taylor episode, still go back from time to time to rewatch that pod specifically. Damn.
What do we talk about now about Joy Taylor?
Joy Taylor.
Know what happened that pod.
I really
the
don't.
Joy Taylor. Ain't Joy Taylor FS1?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something totally different.
Yeah, you think about Joy D'Angelo, but not Joy Taylor.
Yeah. Oh, that was a moment. Yeah, if he said Joy D'Angelo,
I thought he meant. Yeah, Joy
that
Taylor.
Might be what he means. That part was funny.
Also sub to all you guys solo channels, and shout out Omar. The word of mouth actually works. My mouth is exhausted from all the lip service I've been doing for you guys. Pause if needed. Goat Pod, Goat Guys, Goat Soundboard. Let me get a gunshot, Omeezy. Well, Omeezy's not here today, but I got you. And the sniper. I got a sniper.
And the pause because you did need it.
Yeah. What? I want to shout out the super chat as well. This is from Alinar, $2 from Alinar. I need Sun Wukong Part 2 W game. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I know Sage mentioned it pre-pod. Yo, if y'all haven't played Black Myth Sun Wukong or Black Myth Wukong, bro, play it. I'm probably not the most gamery guy on the pod, bro. It takes a lot for me to get into a game outside of 2K, and 2K I'm not even into that. Wukong got me in, man. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Great game. Great game, yo.
Game, absolutely.
With that being said, let's go ahead and react to Jaylen Brown's diss track.
What? I know you said that earlier, but like, who is he? Is he dissing the Olympics?
He's dissing everybody, man. He's been disrespected for too long, and I can't wait for this. It's probably gonna be fire. I wouldn't be surprised if it was song of the year.
My fault. I'm sorry. I just had a flash of what I was gonna say. It's probably something called left side something. It's probably gonna be like a slight jab at him in the title, or does he have a title for it?
He does have a title. What? So your guess is left side?
Something related to something that people criticize him for. So whether it's can't go left, second star,
100% left hand bars in here.
Yeah.
Yada yada. Even can do it with my left hand type shit. Yep. Like it's gonna be something.
Absolutely.
Okay. So as a guy that did listen to his part on my stream, I do want to ask y'all, because he does have a flow that you can hear similar to a specific rapper. What do you think like his flow is gonna sound like?
The baby.
Where is he from?
Georgia.
Georgia? Oh God. And he was in Atlanta, or
he
at
gonna
least
sound like
area.
Hendrix. He ain't gonna sound like Hendrix.
He probably gonna sound like 2 Chainz.
Nah, only 2 Chainz can sound like 2 Chainz. Diddy boy?
Nah, and I think Jaylen Brown is about to surprise the world with his 2 Chainz
from the Olympics. I guess I'm not American. All right, bro. True. All right, bro.
Well, let's go ahead and find out. The title of the track is Just Do It. Jaylen Brown featuring ASAP Ferg. Official video just launched an hour ago.
ASAP Ferg.
Who? Tall ass bored motherfucker. Hell.
Well, great the flow so far, man. Great what you've heard so far, man.
It was definitely Big Sean the Creator vibes going on. Absolutely. It was one of the two. We were gonna find out once the beat dropped, but then Ferg came in this bitch talking about Shabba. So I'm terrified what's going on now.
I'm gonna give it a soft 4. Soft 4. I've heard way worse. I mean, hey, I've heard flight rap, so I'm not. It's definitely worse. But this shit sounds pretty ass so far. I'm being let down.
Someone said in my chat, he's trying to sound like 50 Cent. He got the 50 Cent flow.
That's crazy.
Who said
that? Yeah, that's crazy.
I ain't here for dick. This is crazy. You're a grown man.
Why give her long dick or longevity?
My chick,
you see what he's saying?
Felonies is not the flex you think it is, but
I know someone else wrote it because it sounds like he's singing. It sounds like he don't know what he said came from because he needs a reference track. This is crazy.
It sounds like you don't even know what part of the punchline to really deliver for real. He's just reading that shit like an essay.
50 Cent for real?
No,
I don't
at all.
You know what? Maybe because I'm not listening for it because I don't know what I'm listening to.
What I am listening to is his $50 from Christopher Johnson. What? Shout out to Christopher Johnson for the $50. Anyway, I'm Big 22. When do I cross over? How long till I get Unk status?
On the internet? You
25.
are
25. We've established
25.
25, 26.
25 is, at least from my personal point of view, that's when everything changed.
They were calling me Unk 2 years ago. So I don't know about y'all now. But in real life, 28. You Unk now.
Realistically, though, you shouldn't care about what a bunch of 16 and 17-year-olds is calling you Unk for. Those are no child left behind babies, bro.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Oh wow. Well, that's the gist of the music video. All right.
That's the gist of it. Yeah, we don't need to hear that dull ass chorus. 2 out of 10 Ferg carried for the 2 points. The bars that Jaylen was spitting, I mean, I wasn't expecting a lot, but I've heard better players spit better bars even.
I've heard worse players spit better
bars too. Yeah, I think for Jaylen, it's not a mixing thing. I was gonna say it's mixing, but it's kind of like he just didn't really try to rap. He just talked really low. Like, yo, come on, bro. Just Jaylen Brown, man, all that athleticism, all that jumping you do, and you tired of shit in the studio, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm gonna give it a hard one. I'm not a fan of the song at all. ASAP Ferg did what ASAP Ferg would do on a song. Take that how you want to take it. Jaylen Brown, I hope you didn't pay ASAP Ferg for that. ASAP Ferg, I hope he did pay you. I hope you robbed that nigga because that was horrible. I'm never getting that time back. The whole time I'm sitting there thinking, what does this mean for Jason Tatum's legacy? Because he didn't win Finals MVP, and this is why this is happening right now. So I blame Jason Tatum before anybody. And yeah, Jaylen Brown, get out the booth. Don't go.
Could have had Jason Tatum rapping with Ella. Oh, that could have been a banger. 24/7 Part 2.
Man, if you thought Jaylen Brown was boring,
or some shit like that.
If you thought Jaylen Brown was uncharismatic, I don't think y'all have heard a Jason Tatum interview, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's one of the reasons why he isn't marketable for real, man. He's just don't got that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Did y'all catch the Kaiser disc though? Or the KPJ disc?
Yeah.
Or did it go over your head?
I wasn't paying attention. At some point I got doled out. He was boring me.
Well, I think it's in the beginning, but damn, I feel it though. he said, I learned how to touch her without using my hands.
Nah, he did actually wrap it out. I gave it a 3. It was the fact that I have no reason to listen to that again outside of I want to listen to the Jaylen Brown diss again.
Now they got to beat the Clippers because you can't let that nigga go and give you 40. Then that look crazy.
Did he even diss outside of KPJ? Did he even diss anyone? Because like he mentioned the Olympics. People counting me out, but that's such a generic ass bar. I don't even think that's going at anyone.
I think this is KPJ for her.
Yeah. 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10, JB.
Hard one.
Sorry, JB. Hey, fantastic player. Fantastic player.
He didn't mention his left at all either, so that's definitely why this shit sucked too.
Hey, no cap, right? You were supposed to feed into it. All the great rappers feed into what, you know what I'm saying, people were saying about them. Drake rapped on BBL Drizzy. Like, what are we doing? You gotta do it at least once.
All right, let me read some of these super chats before I miss them. This is from Michael for $5. Should have gotten Wordu to write his verse. He's doing the most.
Shout out to OGs that get that one.
That's funny as fuck. Okay. Next up, I have to scroll down a little bit. This is from Alinar again. For $2. Just put the ball in the basket, little bro. God damn.
Nigga heard him rap and said, Shut up and dribble.
Oh.
This is from Mir for $5. JB or Nick Cannon? Who y'all choosing?
Nick Cannon had a drum line. Nick Cannon got the at the family reunion who we introduced. I'm taking Nick in 6.
Miles Bridges.
And he got Gigolo.
That's crazy. Speaking of another NBA player who has freestyled before on camera, Anthony Edwards has been in some heat lately. Do we classify this as heat?
I told y'all.
Anthony Edwards. This is per whatever this is, Wall Street Journal. Anthony Edwards says that Michael Jordan was the only player with real skill back in the day. I didn't watch it back in the day, so I can't speak on it. They say it was tougher back then than it is now, but I don't think anybody had skill back then. Michael Jordan was the only one that really had skill. You know what I mean? So that's why when they saw Kobe, they were like, oh my God. But now everybody has skill. Honestly, a slight little jab at Kobe's era too. Talking about Kobe was the first guy in his era.
Mm-hmm.
And then now everybody just got skill, even down to the 8th man on a bench. Are we done with the 90s?
Come on, man. We've been done with the 90s. Look, I may not agree 100% that, Jordan was the only skilled guy. Like everyone else just wasn't skilled. But man, it's a small sample size when we're talking about actual skill compared to just the average players today or just players in general today. I do agree the 8th man on the bench is way better now than they were back then. You can argue play style. You can argue where the game was then. Argue whatever you want to argue. The point still stands. So, I mean, hey, we've been done with the 90s.
I think absolutely everyone, even an old head, would tell you the 8th man, 9th man, and the gap widens the further you go down a bench is better. Absolutely. Do I think that the idea that Penny Hardaway, no, the idea that like Penny Hardaway didn't have skill is facts. The idea that Kobe was the only one in the early 2000s with skill is facts, or that let alone players like Magic and Larry Bird wouldn't be skilled. No. I've had to take that Ant and SGA are going to be the 2 players that people hate on the most. I also need to add Ja in there because they build you up to tear you down. But Ant, this does not help that because gang, that's a miss. But do I care? In terms of like, oh man, I got to keep for the 90s. No, I mean, fuck the 90s. I'm 25. But
I will.
It's not true. Of course, it's not true.
But what I will say is when we talk about the 2000s, the Kobe era disrespect is kind of crazy. I'm going to need young niggas to watch their mouths. Keep your eyes on your lips, gang, because you don't know what you're saying. Watch what you're saying.
From the 2000s.
Hey, this is a cycle. This is a cycle. Hey, Sage, I told you, man, it was only a matter of time. The hamster wheel already started with the 80s and the 90s. It's starting with the 2000s. And I cannot wait once we start talking about the early 2010s and the bigs and the bigs of that era, man.
You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. Oh my God.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, we've been gassing up 2013 Tim Duncan, acting like he wasn't 39 years old, getting first team All NBAs, averaging 17 points a game. Nevertheless, though, this is this is a quote retweet from the tweet I just quote retweet from the tweet I just read out. I want to ask y'all if comments like this is more so a problem with our generation, or is this an NBA specific problem? So Carson Breber says, we have a deep-seated problem as a generation of being deeply ignorant of the past and not even showing any interest in changing that, but then loudly and confidently expressing negative, widely incorrect opinions about the past. Do y'all think he's spitting? Again, do y'all think this is a problem with our generation specifically, the younger generation specifically, or is this a problem with the NBA? Because I have heard the talking point as well of, I ain't gonna lie, only NBA fans do this thing where they discredit old eras and prop up the new one because of technology and shit. So.
Well, I want to change the question because the answer is definitely both. 100% both. The question should be which is more abundant in this situation, that it's an NBA specific thing or a generational thing. But in terms of music, football, television, entertainment, rap, and I said music already, but literally any genre, the newer generation will call whatever they're watching the GOAT. And when they turn 20 instead of 16, when they turn 30 instead of 20, they're going to get nostalgic for said things that they were hyping up. And therefore, when the next 15, 16-year-old says that theirs is peak, they're like, whoa, Sonny, what are you talking about? So this is definitely an overall thing. But which do I think is more abundant in this situation? Hands down, NBA. It's a glaring NBA problem. And I'm not saying I'm Mr. Sports. Damo, you can attest when it comes to fighting. I haven't heard it, but you can attest when it comes to combat sports. I haven't heard this shit in track outside of literally, I mean, they are just faster, but it's not that they were ass. Like, they respect the slower but generational athletes from the past as well. Obviously, I'm a football fan, whether you like my takes or not. This shit doesn't happen nearly as much as it does in the NBA, in the sense of, even if the players today think they're better, they don't go back and disrespect older generations. But most importantly, because the young niggas try to pull this card, let me be clear, the old niggas do it too. And that's where it gets weird. And that's why it's exclusively an NBA problem. I've never seen a league where like both generations just randomly dunk on each other, like randomly. Like, if people were to respond to Ant, if Tim Hardaway were to respond to Ant tomorrow and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You saying I can't dribble? Okay, cool. But it'll be like a random Thursday and Shaq will call every center mid. And then it'll be a random Tuesday and Ja will say only D Rose was the good point guard in the 2010s. And it's just like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What is going on? So absolutely the answer is both, but which one is it more an issue, the NBA, or is this just a general thing? Absolutely NBA.
I would just say, I kind of disagree with Sage. I don't think it's an issue in terms of our generation passionate. I don't think it's an issue. It's just something that's inherently going to happen. So because no matter what generation you're talking about, and it's not just basketball because it happens in music a lot, and it will happen in combat sports depending on the conversation. It would happen in baseball depending on the conversation. There's always this sense of, all right, whatever era we're talking about, there's context and there's a tax to that. If we're talking about baseball, yeah, baseball fans are super respectful until you start saying ridiculous shit like, yeah, Babe Ruth would have been able to just be plopped right down in this era and be great. No, he didn't play a single Dominican pitcher. What are we talking about? Then the taxing to start happening. Like, oh, you talking about this guy be great. He played guys that threw 2 pitches. Like, context will come in and it'll sound real NBA-ish. You had the same thing in football, especially in combat sports. When you start talking about guys from the early 2000s that are these great fighters, someone's going to say, all right, yeah, literally everyone just did one style. And it'll get real nitpicky, real nasty. So it's just inherently going to happen in terms of just generations in general. When you are living in a generation, coming up on a generation, hearing people, like Sage did say, the old heads being nasty, talking down on it, is going to build an inherent resentment to that generation that they're praising. No matter what, subconsciously, you're just going to be like, all right, well, I'm not trying to hear this because my favorite guys are playing right now. And no matter what you're saying, whether it's facts or cap, the fact that you're shitting on the guys that I like, the fact that you're talking down on the thing that I like, F what you like. I don't care what it is. And you have no reason to hate 90s R&B music, but you do. You be like, man, it's not better than R&B music I like, or whatever it is. So I don't see it as a problem. It's just something that's always going to happen.
But here's my thing. Oh, my bad, B-So. Go ahead.
I was just about to ask y'all, do y'all think, as guys who have conversations with other sports way more than me, do y'all think the old heads, when they talk about other sports, they're way more receptive to the evolution argument, like with the Babe Ruth thing?
And that's where I was going with this. And this is what I was going to say, Damo, let's keep it fair, though, because you're talking about fan discourse to other fan discourse. In terms of the athletes, I think even you would agree, especially in football. I rarely hear baseball motherfuckers pull this shit a lot. Now, baseball obviously has evolved over time. As you mentioned, they're just literally just more open to the world. But the athletes in baseball, the athletes in football, especially the athletes in combat sports. That's why I said I'll defer to you on what happens in the fan conversation. In terms of like those star guys, they pay respect to the past generations. And even the older generations, they'll be like, yo, this motherfucker, yeah, he cold. I ain't gonna lie. I would not want to fight him. And then you even have a clip, like even an old head clip of like, what is it, Ali and Tyson or some shit like that. And Tyson's like, nah, Ali got it or some shit like that. And everybody in the comments, man, Tyson would have killed him. But that's the thing. Sure, the fans will do it. But I think the reason it's exclusive to the NBA is because the NBA has athlete on athlete crime. Like it's the only one where I'm like, damn. And yes, there's certain situations. Maybe Ray Lewis, I don't know, said that these niggas soft. Sure, it happened. One person will say something everywhere. But like an overwhelming majority of it, the NBA just has this weird thing within its own athletes of dunking on its other athletes. And it's odd.
That's fair. No, 100% fair.
I mean, ultimately, I think when it comes to this topic, when it comes to players, I really don't expect them at this point to have the most informed, objective opinions about the game, specifically because a lot of the players that we talk about from the outside looking in, but some of these dudes are literally their friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Anthony Edwards probably most likely has LeBron's number and all of these different things. So biases for them definitely play way more of a factor than it does for us, which is why I do feel like we are still valuable within this space, even though we haven't played at an NBA level, is because our biases aren't as tainted as NBA players in certain regards. But hey, Ant's young, you know, I think every generation, and this really shows with Gil's Arena, every generation thinks they're the best. Every generation thinks they're the best. Like when you watch Gil's Arena, he's actually like, when he talks about anything prior to the 2000s, he's pretty, they weren't that good. But when he talks about this current generation, he's very, these motherfuckers are soft now. They don't play defense and all of these different things. But when it comes to his generation, real ballers in my era. So I get it. I didn't expect any other opinion from Ant, which is perfectly fine.
I do think whether it's perfectly fine, we could argue because at the end of the day, it's like, damn, Ant, you're a professional, whoop, whoop. But Ant's younger than everybody on this stage, bro. So no shit, Ant's gonna say some shit that like you would expect, unironically, a person in chat to say, or like something a 23-year-old motherfucker would say. Oh yeah, man, the motherfuckers back then couldn't guard me or no shit like that. Absolutely. So I'm not mad. It's just unfortunate that because a 23-year-old is speaking about older basketball on a public platform, and he is Anthony Edwards, he's damn good at it. Now everybody's either going to run with it or, attack the dude like he's not 23 years old.
Only reason why I don't like the concept of, he's supposed to say it because, he's a young guy. What is he supposed to say? I don't like that because it opens up the train of thought when there is a young guy who is a student of the game or really likes the game.
True.
When they do say something that's abnormal for a guy that age, then it's looked as weird. And I would say the Cooper Flag thing with his answers about the 85 Celtics and just his outlook on basketball. People question that because of his age, but it's like, okay, there are younger players, younger guys that are into basketball that love the game enough to where they do the knowledge, they do the research, they know the numbers, they know the players, they have a respect for the older game, but they're looked at as weird, and I just don't like that.
Well, hopefully what I say and what I'm about to say isn't taken as like I just don't think like NBA players are smart. But even that point from Cooper Flag though, like I said it when we talked about it on the pod, I think that was just he lives in Maine. His dad was a Celtics fan, and his dad was gassing up the 86 Celtics. I don't think it was a case of he really did his due diligence and watched all of this tape on the 86 Celtics growing up. Again, maybe I'm completely wrong on that, and if he wants to come out and prove me wrong, be my fucking guest. But I just feel like it's a let me tell you about Larry Bird, son. Yeah, Larry Bird was like that type of thing. But
I guess.
Let me go ahead and read the super chat from AK for $5. Appreciate you. Gasol had no bag. DJ was a worse Drummond. Dwight had Cat's mentality. Aaron Baines was a good big. Boogie was a crash out. We done with the 2010s.
Jesus Christ. Now, if there's a flaw of the 2010s, it is that center position. Absolutely.
I mean,
don't do it.
All right.
Don't.
Look, right.
He about to try.
No. Hear me out. I hear the conversation on, the center position was weak. Realistically, though, was it really weak?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
come on, man. I don't know.
You are literally having head honcho DeMarcus Cousins. Yes.
Weak is the wrong word. DeMarcus was a phenomenal basketball player. Why are we just saying DeMarcus Cousins'
That's
name?
fine.
He's
He's a good player. That's absolutely. I would definitely say DeMarcus Cousins is a good basketball.
In terms of eras of bigs, which era is worse than the early 2010s?
Yep.
I mean,
80s, 90s,
and
2000s.
CCC, and here we go. And people gonna start adding these weird lines and caveats. But y'all say this, and then I ask you who played in the 50s and 60s, and you can only name three names.
50s, 60s. Okay, so it's in the three. Sure, it's in the bottom three.
50s, 60s,
Yeah.
2010s.
You beat the original NBA. You beat the NBA 10 years in.
No. I'm still going. I wasn't done. See how they like to interrupt you, chat? Be real with yourselves.
Okay.
Really name these centers in the 80s. Let's talk about it. Who are these guys?
All right, man. Let's do this, I guess.
I'll give you top end talent, like probably I give you a good 5, 6. Name me more than 6 centers of the 80s. One.
Moses
Patrick
Malone.
Ewing,
2.
Moses Malone.
Ralph
I'm not
Sampson.
gonna lie,
Y'all
those
name
three
3.
stomp.
Y'all name 3.
I'm not gonna lie,
Ralph
those three
Sampson.
stomp. Ralph Sampson.
Ralph, for how long? But okay, 4.
I'm not gonna lie, those 4 stomp.
We're talking about Joakim though in the early 2010s.
That's what I'm
Damo,
saying.
please.
You have Joakim, Noah, Andre coming in Boogie. What are we doing?
See what's crazy? Y'all are hella whack because
Kareem.
y'all just think it's just gonna be heavily favored for the early 2010s. The 2010s is a whole decade. There's a whole 10-year span from 2010 to 2020.
Gotta be nasty.
You gonna bring up Bubble AD, bro? All right, bro.
Because
Giannis.
once I start
Come on, stop, bro. Stop.
once I start saying Jokic, Giannis, AD, Boogie, that format there.
Cardiac. No, time out. Chat, don't fall for this shit. No, this is not what we're doing.
What are we talking about? We're talking about a decade because we're talking about the 80s. Niggas said Ralph Sampson. How long was Ralph Sampson good for?
He said name good bigs from the 80s.
Hey,
man.
that's fine. I just
Good
named
bigs
good
from the
bigs.
eight- Okay, so what are your
I
2010
named good bigs
bigs?
from the 2010s.
What are your 2010 bigs again?
I named four. I named
Your
4 or 5.
centers. Your centers. Your centers.
Centers, Giannis, Jokic, AD, Boogie.
Yo, he named 2 fours, chat.
I didn't. Hey, guys are centers. These guys are bigs.
No, stop, bro.
10 to 5. What are we talking about?
You're sick, man.
AD won a championship at, like, playing center damn near. Like he was
Damn near. Look at him. Look at him.
genuinely center. Like I don't know what we're doing here. This is crazy.
Man, you're a sick man, yo, chat. I swear to
Tell
God.
me about the 80s. I give you the 90s. I give you the 2000s.
Oh,
Like,
you don't give us the
well, I really give you the 90s, honestly. But I mean, the 2000s, top heavy.
This nigga claimed Nikola Jokic. This is
Can we? Okay, fine. Concede the big man argument. I do want to ask y'all this question, and this is not a fleshed out take yet. Do y'all think, in terms of the best in the world conversation, LeBron's comp for best in the world in the early 2010s is the weakest comp compared to anyone's comp? Like when Kobe was competing for best in the world, when MJ was competing for best in the world, even now, especially now.
I see what you're saying.
Like who was really competing with LeBron in the early 2010s?
Well, 2010
I mean,
to 13, I'm not gonna lie. This is not gonna sound well. I don't care. I definitely think Kobe until Achilles had a case. It just, you probably would argue he loses it more than wins it. What are we at? 14? Nah, at that point, there was no argument. Once you hit 2014, that was it.
Man,
What you doing,
look.
KD? Then you're doing KD, Curry, which Curry's not a bad one. Now that
I'm just talking about like when Kobe
Curry's
was in conversations for shit. It was like Kobe, Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal,
right.
Kevin Garnett.
But-
In the
Okay.
90s, okay,
Mhm.
it was Hakeem
Okay,
and it was
yeah.
Hakeem and Jordan. It was Hakeem and Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Hakeem and
80s,
Jordan?
I guess it was just Jordan.
Thank
I
you.
would
It
think
was just Jordan in the 90s.
When Jordan was averaging 36, getting DPOYs and shit, it was just Jordan.
Like it was just Jordan in the 90s. In the 80s, you got a case.
80s Magic Bird.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw in Kareem, couple of those years.
Yeah, 80s, yeah, for sure.
So
Well, I'm just saying, man. So 2010s is that next era after the 90s where it's like, damn, like no one really competing
You know what's
for it.
crazy? You know what's crazy? And it's all about perspective. Because if I hit you with that same question and be like, isn't it ironic how the two guys that are seen as the consensus GOATs, both in their reigns of being the best player, the competition against them look like, it's like they're head and shoulders better than the rest of the pack. That would be their cases for being the GOAT. That's why they're the GOATs. That's why they're in GOAT conversation. Because when you look around with Kobe, that's what the barrier for Kobe is like. Hey, man, it's kind of gatekeeping because when you were at the peak of your powers, there were still guys around your level arguably could have been argued better than you. You can't argue that you have to do some mental gymnastics to do that for LeBron and Jordan at the peak of their powers in their respective eras or decades, whichever one give them.
I can pull that card.
years of
You
Curry.
can't. I'm just saying. You talk to me about who the fuck MJ played back in the day. You want to do it for LeBron?
Oh,
I mean, again, my whole thought process behind it is, one, Jordan was before his time, but even when you look at the guys that he was competing against compared to the guys that LeBron is competing against for being best in the world, when we really start naming these names, I give it to you. Hakeem, great name. Hey, great name. Kevin Durant. After you say Hakeem, what name do you really want to say for Jordan? Who we saying?
oh, so
Clyde Drexler? Who we saying?
And I understand it's Bozo Malone, but Bozo Malone.
And hey, Steph Curry.
Well, no, that's not early 2010s. It's not early 2010s at that point.
Oh, you're doing 10 to 14 type shit?
Yeah.
Wait, but early 2010. Are you doing the early 90s for Jordan?
We can do it would still be Hakeem. It would still be Karl Malone. It was still Barkley. Charles Barkley.
How good was Barkley?
Barkley wasn't in combos. David Robinson?
Mickey combos, buddy.
Best in the world? Yes. All right, bro. Okay.
I mean, hey, Kawhi Leonard. Fuck it. He was
In the
combos.
early 2010s?
Not
See,
in
this is
the
what I'm
early
talking
2010s,
about, bro.
not in the early 2010s.
He bringing up base age. He bringing up a lot of 15 to 18s, man.
Was David Robinson early 2010s?
You don't want to bring up knee Wade being in the top 6, bruh. Stop.
I'm asking.
David Robinson?
Yes, was David Robinson early 90s?
Yeah, he came in like 92, 93 and was already averaging like 26 out the gate.
Yeah,
He was in those conversations. That was early 90s. He was in those conversations.
In best in the world conversation, I don't think he was in the best in the world conversations, but extremely dominant.
James Harden.
He came out the gate 24, 12, and 4 blocks, bro. Like
James Harden.
in the early 2010s?
Again, man.
Stop,
Hey,
bro.
nah.
Sage.
I don't know.
Gotta go Souls, man.
When we're talking about the entire decade, again, head and shoulders is LeBron. Because if I say early 2000s, early 2010s, then it's what Kobe and Sage said.
Damn,
it's Kobe, maybe Melo, those guys in the early 2010s. But outside of that, the better players came midway through, right at midway. Later, because Kevin Durant, I don't want to say Kevin Durant for the early 2010s, but he was giving you 30 in the finals in 2012. So he was a great player, but I wouldn't put him in the. I mean, he technically was in conversations, but I wouldn't say that.
Hey,
Chat, was he lagging from?
Yeah, he was lagging the whole time, but we heard you. Don't get me wrong. You just sounded like Wally. Like you literally were just lagging, but we heard you.
Yeah, you're lagging like shit. But
nah, we heard all the names you said. You were talking about KD averaging 30 and things like that. Hey, man. I don't know, bro. If I was a commenter and I had to vote on who won, I'm gonna say Bezos had the stronger names, man.
It's just not a fleshed out take. I honestly just want to have the convo with y'all.
The question is it even fair to do pre-early 2010s? If you think that is fair, then I think Souls won these. If you think that's unfair, then that's a whole different conversation. Because Damo had a lot of names past 2015, but the issue is, and what I think Bezos is getting at, half of that decade. It's just obviously Bron, unless your team Kobe.
And also, we're talking like if that peak Bron was 2011 to 2014. So.
Carmelo was a big name there.
Carmelo.
Charles Barkley. Like what?
Oh shit!
I can say names weird too, buddy.
All right, let's read these super chats. Aiden for $2. Damo with the 2010s Wi-Fi. Jeez.
All right.
At least he was just a robot. We heard him.
Yeah. Alanar for $5. LeBron was the best player from 2010 to 2020. Why only do the early 2000s? He would have been the best player regardless. The reason why I brought up the early 2010s is because unless we're being extremely obtuse, there is a clear difference in style of play between like literally when Curry started dominating in the early 2010s. So.
Yeah,
I mean, style play, yes, but we're talking about talent. I mean, there were still phenomenal players.
No, I agree. There were still phenomenal players, but in the grand scheme, Chris Paul in top 4 conversations. What are we really doing?
I don't think there's a soul alive in chat that would argue 2015 to 19 is worse than 10 to 14. Let's be dead ass.
All right, this is from Smiley Face for 1021. 2010s got AD, Cat, Boogie, Dwight, Bosh, Noah, Steven Adams. See? Steven Adams.
Why did he say Steven Adams?
Yeah,
Gobert, Kevin Love, DJ, Old Man Duncan, and Mark and Pau Gasol.
Hey,
pretty solid list of bigs, in my opinion.
You know what he did? He probably just named all the bigs that won like first, second, or third team all NBA or DPOYs, or first team all defense or defensive team bigs throughout the decade. But why was Steven? I still don't think Steven Adams made one of those. Why is he up there?
His second name was Carl Anthony Towns.
That nigga mentioned Cat and Steven Adams.
Order matters. He was just listing names. I don't think the order matters.
Steven Adams and Old Man Duncan as the head honchos of the era. Yeah.
All right, now we're just making that was the first 3 names he said. All right, let's relax. He named a bunch of niggas before he got the Duncan.
Rio for $2. Hot take: Ozempic Zion will be top 10 in the NBA if healthy. I mean,
y'all really that chat. Y'all think that nigga really lost that weight?
You're not gonna gain it back.
Just because you don't see the double chins don't mean not there, buddy. He just weird. I don't know. All right.
Damn, he got cooked again. Truth Teller for $5. Stop it. KD and Steph cooking the second and third best players of other decades. That's fine. That's not the early 2010s though. So
also, I don't know how objectively true that is. I mean, I don't think they're just LOLing Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah. I don't.
like I fucks with Steph. I wouldn't be mad if you said Steph's better than them, but I don't think it's. Oh yeah, for sure, especially KD.
Alan R for $2. Can we respect peak CP3 clearer than Bum Stockton? We can. Actually.
Yeah, CP3's like that, but again, I don't think I don't think that like John Stockton was like the second best player in basketball. But yes.
Fanatic for $5. Easy debate. Compare bottom top 10 in the 2010s versus bottom top 10 in the 90s.
What do you mean? Like 6 through 10? Or are you saying no? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do.
I was like bottom top 10 in the standings. Like what?
Yeah, no, you talk about the top 10 players. Like if we looked at 6 through 10, we'll see the difference in talent and things
True.
of that nature.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
But
probably.
We'll do that another time. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll continue this on Spaces chat.
Round 2 on Twitter.
I'll ask Omar to host it. All right. Let's see. Next, we got to do hot take or hot ass. Oh shit.
0-2.
Yo, relax. This is from friend of the show, Eli.
I ain't heard of Eli in a minute. How bro been?
I just listened to him crash out on playback earlier. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I gotta join them NBA spaces more. That's where they be lurking.
This is a tweet from Eli a couple days ago. He says, "We are definitely in late stage basketball the more I think about it. Is there literally anywhere for the game to go where it hasn't already been?" So I guess question of the day is, do we feel like, because I honestly have a similar take about like phones. I don't think phones can really evolve much. But basketball obviously is a completely different thing. Do y'all think in terms of the evolution of basketball, we are at the end of it at the very least, or is there a lot more room for the game to grow?
There's room for the game to grow in terms of either A, rule sets to force the game to grow, or B, the literal players can grow. We still got Trae Youngs out there. Still got John Morant's out there. Hell, we still got 6'5" players out there. This game, basketball will be this what the fuck do we do thing when there's dead ass everyone 6'7" and up. When we get there, all right, we have a conversation about changing these rules to make the game more exciting. But as we're currently at right now, it's not fully there yet. We're on the way, absolutely, considering if rules were never to change, we're getting there because players are getting taller and more skilled. You know, Wemby's are, instead of saying let's post up, trying to tween. And I think there's going to be a couple of eras or a couple of years where people zig while others are zagging. But for the most part, I'm gonna say hot ass. Not that it's the worst idea, not that it's literally hot ass, but that we're a good amount of years away before we're like, oh yeah, the NBA self-actualized.
Yeah, it's Eli, so I'm not surprised that it's hot ass in terms of the take. Yeah, I just feel like Say said, the rules changes for one would be a great way to tell if the game will change or evolve, because however the higher ups in the suits dictate the game will go, that's the way the game will go. So evolution, because the suits wanted to change, will always be a thing. And I don't think we're at the peak version of style of play. Style of play is always going to evolve and change. The way people are playing, the tendencies people have in order to win basketball games is definitely going to change. I feel like are we peaking in terms of the way it's being played now? Maybe, but there is a change that's going to happen. Eventually, someone's going to say, all right, man, enough with the advanced analytics. Enough with the numbers. Let's play basketball again. And you're going to get a team. I promise it's going to happen. There's going to be a team of players who just adopt this philosophy of, we're just going to play good basketball. Damn analytics. A bucket's a bucket. You're going to get that, and it's going to shift.
They're going to keep losing. I ain't going to lie. The reason why analytics has boomed there's a correlation with analytics booming and it mathematically making sense. So that's why motherfuckers be winning. But
you don't think there's like an art or I don't know what the exact term is, but and I don't want to say some cringe like make the impossible possible or some corny ass shit like that. But you don't think there's like an art to where doing not the wrong thing, but doing things entirely different from others, actually achieving a certain amount of success can be a first domino for like many teams trying to do what said person did, for example, not having a top 15, 20 player in the world and winning a championship, or everybody shooting threes. This is the worst shooting team in the league, but my God, they're like legendary on defense. Obviously, these are extreme examples, but I kind of see what Damo's saying in the sense of like, I can see a team that don't shoot all the threes in the world, but God damn it, they auto from two, and they're like the most physical ass team in the league or some shit, and they get it done.
It would have to be such an outlier ass team for that to work, and I don't think anyone is gonna copy that type of thing unless it wins championships, or even at the very least just a championship. Because people have been saying this is a copycat league, and I do agree, but like if that team legitimately, you cannot find players that fit that play style where you can have 5 dudes that are just 80% from 2-point range. Like I just feel like that's such an anomaly. It wouldn't even be worth trying.
Like,
but the 3-point shooting revolution, I mean, shooters have been around. You just, I feel like that's a more like gainable skill.
I mean,
feel like if the Timberwolves had won, it would have kind of changed some shit. Because if the Timberwolves had won with essentially just Ant scoring the ball, or really, as you mentioned earlier, if a couple pods ago, not this pod, but if a heliocentric offense were to win, if the Dallas Mavericks were to beat the Boston Celtics or something like that, you could have a league where people are only chasing these elite talents and everyone else just, hey, get that nigga the ball and get the hell out of the way. And maybe 20 teams out of the 30 are now playing this 1v1 basketball with a couple of assistant players. So I definitely think like, and obviously you guys stomped the Mavericks, but I'm saying it takes that one championship and now shit's changed. And I don't think it will be a permanent analytics stop for the next 20 years. I don't think that'll be the case, because analytics wouldn't have told you that a team like the English hard. Analytics wouldn't have told you a team like the Denver Nuggets would have lost to the Dallas Mavericks. So,
and it wouldn't have told you a team like the Pacers would have made it to the conference finals. Now, I understand context, and if you want to say, well, injuries, I guess, but analytics was screaming them niggas were going to lose, and it wasn't going to translate. And for whatever reason, their defense was just good enough, and that offense maintained, even though it was screaming. People were screaming throughout the whole regular season, this shit's not going to translate to the playoffs.
I just feel like, and, you know, I think the beauty of innovation is the fact that the people who innovate end up doing shit, whether purposely or not, that we just didn't know. Oh shit, like this actually makes a ton of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like even in the YouTube space, like the shit Mr. Beast was doing right now that we know it, it's common fucking sense. But like when he was doing these things, a lot of the things he was doing was revolutionary for its time in terms of the optimization and the hyper focus on analytics and things of that nature. So that change, maybe it's just me I just don't, even if there are minute changes in the game, I do still think the sentiment of we are near the end of the line, unless like extremely drastic rule changes happen. I do think like we're near the end though.
I also think it's a moot. Is it that the word moot point? That I used to say mute, M-U-T, stupid nigga. I do also think that this conversation is like null and void, because at the end of the day, those rule changes would happen. If we did reach this, damn, the NBA is like predictable. Everyone's 6'7", doing the same shit. It's just a matter of like who wins it this year. If that wasn't seen in a positive limelight, which people are trying to put it in, if that were to be seen in a negative limelight at any moment in time, rule changes would be made instantly.
I just think we're living in that. We're at the time where we're right before the eureka happens, where someone does figure it out, because we've lived through it before. We can all remember basketball before we had this perimeter boom, and it took the Warriors winning with it and seeming to be this dominant team for everyone to just adopt this theory that, okay, you can play this style of basketball, this brand of basketball, chucking up shots. Everyone needs to be able to shoot. It's fine now, but in 2013, that was not the case. In 2013, the philosophy for how basketball is played was genuinely different, and it shifted 2 years later, and we lived through it. We've seen it happen in front of our eyes. I just think we're at that same point again where we were at in 2012, 2013, 2014, where we're right before the eureka moment. And it's not going to make sense now because you can't see it. No one's seen it, just didn't even fathom. Shooting threes, shooting a crazy number of threes, it just doesn't make sense. And then it made sense. And then they made it make sense. So the advanced analytics might tell niggas to do one thing. someone might do something just a little bit different, but it's just as effective, it's just as productive as doing it the ways that analytics has looked at it these last 5 years and said it should go like this, and then boom, eureka, oh shit, we could have just literally have done it like this. I think that's still gonna happen.
Let me ask y'all this. What do you think is an aspect of basketball now that you think is like, why the fuck is this normal? Like normalizing the NBA. Like for example, the idea back in the day that a point guard needs to be a short point guard. That wasn't like just go with it, I guess. The idea that like a point guard needs to be the shortest guy on the floor. But in actuality, yeah, if you can get a 6'8" point guard, why not put him at the point?
Now or all time? Like
now, like what is something going on in basketball right now that you think like a lot of teams are doing, but there's another way to do it where like this is what everyone should be doing, even if it sounds outrageous?
Oh, super easy. Everyone's willingness to just settle for the three. The concept of taking the three right now blows the fuck out of me. There's so many situations, there's so many scenarios where it just makes sense to get the bucket. But because everyone has been mentally trained for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years to just look for the three ball, look for the three, it blows me. Pause.
Also, you could argue a complete opposite. The idea that you guys just haven't said, fuck it, if threes work, let's really do it, and kind of go back to a 2018 Houston kind of thing. But hey, why is our shot blocker somebody that can't even guard the 3-point line? Like, fuck it. Whoever can do both. If Aaron Gordon's our center, shit, I guess Aaron Gordon's the center today. Things like that. And again, it sounds stupid until someone actually does it. There's things like even the narrative of like 2015 to 19, the way that we viewed basketball then, where it was elite two-way wings get it done. Like everyone was talking about 3-and-D wings, elite two-way wings get it done. Now it's kind of shifted to everyone needs to have a 3-and-D team, and center dominance can be a factor, as well as point of attack defense specifically. The game is always going to find a different asset to go into a deeper rabbit hole. So I'll never say that we'll hit a peak of, oh shit, what do we do now? Especially given if we were to even sniff that, rules would change.
I think we might live in a world where like post up, and I understand this might sound crazy, like, do we really need to post up? Like, yeah. I don't know. There may be like an analytical argument to just, hey, we slowing the fucking game down, man. We don't need to post up. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I think the post game is still relevant.
Relax. Yeah, man. Both games should never die. What are we talking about?
Players like Sengun, Jokic, AD to it. Yes, I know AD's shot is fucking where, but AD still does it often to get his offense going. Joel Embiid would be the example right now. Post game just still matters, especially players like LeBron James even getting a undersized matchup and attacking.
Plus, there's always going to be a need to slow the game down. There's always going to be a scenario or situation in the game where, all right, bet we need to slow the game down, run our offense, and get a bucket. And having a dominant post player, a player who can command the ball in the post, either draw a double team to set up an open shot or just get in his bag and give you a bucket from right there, is just as useful as having Kevin Durant handsy tween for a midi pull-up.
Basketball is a game of momentum. If everybody were to play fast and one team is missing shots while the other is, and maybe some coaches scheme it as, all right, we're getting blown out today. But if we're playing fives, and we are playing as fast as possible, only shooting threes, and we miss 5 straight threes, and they hit 4 straight threes, and we're trying to shoot 3 number 6, what are we doing? what are we actually doing? Slow the game down.
I guess what I'm trying to figure out is like, what's the next? Like long twos are actually dumb as fuck. We shouldn't be doing this.
What's the next stupid thing? Or what's the next thing that they're gonna say is like archaic or whatever?
Yeah. And I feel like I don't know. Like it might be post ups.
I feel like that's never an answer though, and I don't think it's post ups because a lot of prominent players right now are literally seen as either A, if they develop their post game, or B, one due to their post game. We could look at 2021 Giannis, for example, and people were saying in 2020, if Giannis had a post game, and then in 2022, if Giannis had a post game, things like that. Nikola Jokic is another example. Joel Embiid winning MVPs. I just can't say that it's post. To be honest, I don't want to say none, because certain shit like the skyhook specifically, while like skyhooks in the 2024 would be kind of funny, but like for the most part, basketball is an evolution kind of game. And I don't think it's to the point where something becomes OD irrelevant. There's definitely more opportune shots than others, but I don't think a mid-range is ever like irrelevant or stupid. I think there's always going to be facets of the game for that. So I don't really have an answer for that.
I think the answer is players who can only shoot below the break threes.
Can only shoot below the break?
I think.
Corner sitters, essentially.
Yeah.
PJ
like
Washington,
you can't shoot.
PJ Tucker. Essentially, any nigga named PJ. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You below the break shooting niggas, like y'all only good in these two spots. What are you like? No, bro, you're useless now. This is crazy.
Called out half the Dallas Mavericks right there. Damn.
Nah, that's crazy. Because I remember stories about like Doc Rivers talk about back in my day, if you took a floater, you're getting benched. Like shit like that. Like why were you getting benched for taking a fucking floater, dog?
It makes sense to take a floater.
We'll see. Innovation is
if the players get taller, that would be one maybe, because if you're all 6'7", I mean, my God.
I just never understood the concept of being mad at taller players for being able to dribble. Like handicapping guys strictly because of size, even if they are able to get the ball down the court. Like if they show you the ability to do that, coaches are dead. Are you 6'9" dribbling? Give that ball to that man and run down court right now. Like, all right, bro. Man.
Yo, this pod's so nostalgic. Just reminded me of old HTP chat. Not let me.
Nah, why does my camera be tweaking in the little videos or whatever? Because I be looking like in 4K 1080 over here, but then I don't know.
Yeah, they said some last video about it. I wasn't sure if it was just something going on that day or if it's a continuous thing. I have to see when I view it back.
From my end, it's pretty bad today, Norma, but we can talk about it.
Damn.
Next, hot take or hot ass. This is from NBA Central. ESPN experts vote Victor Wembanyama to win Most Improved Player. Victor Wembanyama, 26 points, 14% of first place votes, followed by, the percentages are kind of confusing, but followed by Jaylen Williams, Kobe White, Cade Cunningham. Those guys are pretty close to Vic in terms of this point system that they got. And then there's a gap between Cade to Cam Thomas, Devin Vassell, Sengun, Hallie, Kuminga, Jalen Suggs, RJ Barrett, Jalen Johnson, and Jalen Green. And the reason I want to bring this up is because of this quote tweet right here, who says, "We are losing the plot on who the MIP award is for." Now, this was a conversation brought up, wasn't it last year? Also, the year Ja Morant won Most Improved, is the conversation of should second-year players or even third-year players, if you want to extend it to that, should those guys essentially be disqualified from the Most Improved Player award just because it's just a natural progression of a rookie to improve in their second year? So
no. I'm sorry to stop the fuck, English is hard. I'm sorry to stop the soliloquy there, but no. I think this is so stupid. The idea, first of all, it takes hot ass. I think it's fans trying to do this Oprah Winfrey ass, you get a trophy thing, that they want to vote for their favorite 70 overall this year. Let's just call it what it is. Bro, at the end of the day, and this isn't even me being a Wemby fan or anything like that, in terms of projections, yeah, they're going to project that Victor Wembanyama gets better. They're going to project that Jaylen Williams get better because they're young talents. That's actually what improvement is for. You would hope that the most improved player is one of the damn good rookies from last year, or one of the rookies with like a physical specimen, or in Victor's case, fucking both, would have a high odds to get the Most Improved Player award. That award should be strictly for who improved the most. Now, when we're having conversations of who should really win the award, the guy that went from 20 to 28 points per game, or the guy that went from 5 to 20 points per game, cool. Who cares, though, in terms of saying, oh, yeah, we're losing the plot because guys like Tyrese Maxey were in consideration. Guys like Victor Wembanyama right now are in consideration. That's just a bunch of bullshit. I'm calling it out. You niggas just want to vote for your favorite 70 overall to win the fucking RKO out of nowhere award. and it's corny. For the love of God, the most improved player should get the award. What are we doing?
Well, let me just say, Sage is spitting talking about niggas like that, and I would know because my name is niggas. That is a hot take. I'm not gonna lie to you. A guy like Wemby should not be in consideration unless he has an actual historic leap. Last time I checked, Wemby ended last season averaging what, 20 points a game? 19, right?
21, I think.
21, and they're projecting him to have what, 26? Or was that just the percentage?
That was just the percentage of points.
Wemby would have to make a phenomenal leap, and even then, him going from 21 to 25, 26 probably wouldn't even do it for me, but that would probably be something that was worth contention for him. I don't think the award should be for players like that. I don't think the award should be for first, second, third, maybe even fourth year guys that have high expectations, I guess, or second, third, fourth year guys that are high lottery picks that have shown you a decent amount of progression in the first place. If you have a guy like a Tyrese Maxey who's giving you 8 points his rookie year, playing 24 minutes a game on 70 games that season, and then he comes in next year and now he's giving you 20 points, 23 points, something like that should be considered. That definitely should be considered.
Wouldn't Tyrese Maxey be one of? Yeah, wouldn't he be one of the young dudes?
I don't think he had that level of expectation though.
And that's what I'm saying. That's not really
a drastic amount of improvement. It would be but I'm saying it would have to be a drastic amount of improvement. It wouldn't be able to just be you were averaging 8, okay, bet. Now you're starting majority of the games averaging 16, 17, you're in contention. I don't think that's good enough. I don't think that's
so question for Damo before Sage goes. So Vic averaged 21.4, 10.6, rebounds, 4 assists, 3.6 blocks. Let's say the leap is, along with his minutes going up, going from 21 to 27 points a game, rebounds go to 11.5, blocks stay at 3 to 4, assists go up to 4.5, efficiency, let's just say stays the same because volume goes up. Do you feel like that leap is worth contention for most improved?
Depending on the context of what else someone else has done. So if there has been a player that had a better leap, a better statistical leap, a bigger, not even just bigger impact, but a better leap from a different guy, I think that guy deserves it more.
Okay, so is it relative?
Because I feel like there's been situations, and I don't have the stuff in front of me to really look into it. So that please tell me if I'm yapping. But I feel like we've had situations in the past with getting the MIP where you can make an argument that there was a guy who had a better case of improvement, a better sample size, and a better look of his improvement that year compared to whoever won the award.
Did you want to go?
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is where me and Damo have always disagreed on the MIP award, and Bezos has always just like been a flip a coin in terms of year to year based on certain contexts. I don't know, man, because I think the difference between like an 18 and 20 point per game score, yes, it's not 10 point per game to 28, but if they go from an 18, 20 point per game score to a 26, 24 point per game score, the kind of player that you are now is vastly different. I think like when we're talking about like 28 point per game scores right now, Jaylen Brunson, then you got SGA, Giannis, and Luka. If you go down to 26, you got Curry, Fox, maybe the polar bear in fucking Africa or something like that. But then you go to Tatum, Devin Booker, and KD. So when I hear like, yeah, it was only 6 point per game, I don't like that metric because I thought we were fans that watch the sport as well. And what's likely going on is if Victor Wembanyama goes from a 20 or whatever the fuck guy he was last year to 26, 27 points per game, he's probably a significantly more polished player, probably a much more efficient. He's still damn good on defense unless something we cannot foresee happens. And at that point, it's like, damn, this motherfucker really improved his game a fuck ton. Yes, the stats could only go so high because what we want him to average fucking 40. But at the end of the day, he's a vastly improved player to the point where, yes, he should be in consideration for most improved player. He shouldn't get a tax because he averaged 20 before. I think that's ridiculous. I also think it's ridiculous with an expectation clause on these things, especially, and not trying to pull a gotcha because you already know how that fucking Yu-Gi-Oh match goes. But I also think Damo is funny. Ain't you the motherfucker that say that, yo, scouts are stupid? So what the fuck we talking about expectations for? I just think at the end of the day, if you improve your game, shit, you are eligible. And if it's a damn, bruh, every number one overall pick gonna have high odds to get it. Everyone number one overall pick don't get it. So trust me, we're fine. I'm not mad at this list for expecting Wemby to win.
When I bring up expectations, I'm speaking of my own expectations, buddy. Fuck them scouts. I never once said scouts said it. All I said was expectations, buddy. So yeah, I'm glad you put that Yu-Gi-Oh card out because
I just said it were Yu-Gi-Oh. I was trying to max you. No pot agree.
I'm just saying. Hey, you didn't pull it out because you would have wasted it. I'm just letting you know. But
minus 1,000 LP.
I would just say for a guy in the case of Wemby, I can see his numbers hitting 24, 25, 26 points per game just because he plays more. It means he's gotten better. He was on minutes restriction his rookie year. Give him more minutes, I think his production goes up. I don't think that necessarily means he's gotten better. But if there is a guy who is playing a healthy amount of minutes, and now he's playing starter minutes, so you go from 24 off the bench to around 28 starting, 30 minutes starting, and you're jumping from 8 points, which is a low role player, and now you're giving me 20 points, 21, 22, 23 points. I think you have made way more improvement in terms of the type of player that you are in this situation. And that's just how I'm looking at it.
I think I think you specified your argument a little too much to Wemby, so I'm gonna give you a name that you like and you let me know your thoughts. Well, I know your thoughts, but this is kind of like what I'm saying. Fuck Wemby. Say Paolo. Let's say they put Paolo number one, and Paolo averaged 22 last year. If Paolo goes to average 28 points next year, he's in consideration for the award. Absolutely. Now, obviously, it's only a 6-point per game increase, but again, at that point, and you even talked about Paolo winning MVP, so I know what you're expecting Paolo to do this season. But in terms of, like, imagine how good Paolo Banchero has to be in terms of how much he has to improve his game from being a 22-point per game scorer to a 28-point per game scorer. Imagine what that player looks like, not just a 6-point per game increase, but what that player looks like on that basketball court. He has to have improved his game a ton, enough to at least warrant being in the conversation. These players don't absolutely win all the time, but to be in the conversation for it, to have a lost the plot argument even, I think would be ridiculous because he clearly improved his game.
And then my argument will be this: if we're talking about Paolo, you're right. I do have Paolo as my dark horse MVP. You know what that means? If we fighting for MVPs, who needs an MIP?
Oh my God.
Yo, this dude is sick.
If this guy's fighting for the MVP, if this guy's contending for the MVP, what do I care about most improved for?
I piss y'all off because I don't think those awards are
averaging 12 points last year. Now he's giving you 22. That's a most improved player. We talking about MVPs over here. That's what I would say.
For me, bruh, most improved, I'm on Damo's side, man. I ain't gonna lie. If I would even I may even go as far as to say, if you shouldn't even qualify for the award your first 3 years in the league, man. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I just feel like the award, when I'm thinking about making the most improved player award, typically what I'm thinking is the role player who made a crazy leap that no one saw. A player that did not see, like a player that people didn't see was going to be an all-star level dude, all-star caliber, all-NBA dude, and then just out of nowhere, whoa, what the fuck? Oh my God. Like, damn, he really worked on this game over this past offseason. Damn, this is really a diamond in the rough type of dude. But when we go as far as to give that guy to the number one overall pick who was already a generational prospect going, and I get it, he improved a lot. When we go as far as to give that to the number 2 overall pick in John Morant, which, he didn't end up getting it, but the fact that people, I don't know, that's how
call it the breakout star of the year award. Call it the RKO out of nowhere award. When you fucking Google it, the MIP, the most improved player, is an annual NBA National Basketball Association award given to the player who has shown the most progress during the regular season compared to previous seasons. Player with the greatest improvement in playing ability in regular season of the National Basketball Association. This is not the, hey, this guy was ass and now he's good award. This is not the, hey, this new guy has an opportunity award. This is who improved their game game the most? Who has shown the biggest improvement in their ability? Not the newest NBA's breakout star. Now, should there be a breakout star award? Sure, Oprah. Go ahead and give us some breakout stars so we can get more trophies for more players. You got a goddamn ECF MVP now, right? Like, go ahead, sure, make the fucking award. But I think we're losing the plot, unironically, if the argument is only breakout stars can win the award, especially given no first, second, or third year player can win the award. That's where most of the players should win the damn award, because I would hope a third year player, a second year player, a first year player is improving their game. I'm gonna be like, damn, bro, you're the same nigga for 3 years. You a G League level talent for 3 years? Tough.
But all of these awards are already not like, they're already voted from an extremely subjective perspective. Wouldn't you agree? Like defensive
They're
player.
definitely subjective, but that's the point. I don't think we're losing the plot in having everyone in the conversation. The argument for losing the plot of these players qualifying is literally Xing them out for only breakout stars. I think, no. Why are we Xing them out? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the award should just be an Insta Wemby. I'm not saying the award should be an Insta Maxi even. Guys like Kobe White should be winning these awards. I don't. Guys like someone in chat typed up a fucking book about Devontae Graham. Guys like Devontae Graham going from like 5 to 18. Those players should 1000% be in the conversation, as well as a guy like Victor Wembanyama if he goes from 20 to 30 points a night. Absolutely. They both should be in the conversation. It shouldn't be some, yeah, we knew Wemby would be good before, so lols, I'm going with I don't know, not Cade Cunningham, Killian Hayes, because I thought Killian Hayes was ass, and now he averages 11 points. Go him. I think that's lazy.
It is a tricky hill to die on too, because Tyrese Maxey, he won most improved going from year 3 to year 4. So
that's what I'm saying. So of course they got to improve.
He's just getting caught in semantics of it all, man.
we need a semantics man. So I feel
oh my
it.
God. I am not the semantics man of this
podcast. Nah, you definitely in this one. You brought up the definition. Semantics man.
Of all the people on this podcast, I'm the semantics of basketball.
Right now you are. Yes.
Right now you are. Right now you are, bro. Right now you are. What?
Keep it a buckers. Keep it a buckers. I'm the semantics guy. Me, the cat.
You said, well, if that's the case, then change the name of the award. That was you.
I'm defining the award because you niggas are trying to cut them out for semantic. Why? Gaslighting. They're gaslighting me, chads. Please do not fall for this because it's 2 of them.
He's gaslighting us by saying we're gaslighting him. On God, bro.
Gaslighting each other. Everyone doing it.
Now he's victim blaming.
I'm saying this is crazy.
Crazy.
I never said victim
What's
blaming.
up, bro?
I didn't say a word that start with a V outside of Victor.
This isn't really demoralizing you.
Yo,
not very classy, not very mindful, man. This is
not very elegant.
Not giving at all.
At all.
Bravo. Do not fall for
It's
this.
really taken. For real.
I'm saying.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work. What you niggas did.
Say trying to have a brat summer. Now
go ahead.
All right, man. Listen, speaking of playing victim, unironically, the next topic is Damian Lillard playing the victim card. So Damian Lillard, friend of the show, has been on a slight little press run. Well, actually, both of these quotes may have just been on Jeff Teague's podcast. But this is Damian Lillard. Let's just hear him out, man. Let's just hear him out. What he has to say. Oh shit, it's not playing. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Boom.
There we go. My shit was fucked up on mine.
We know stuff to go.
Oh shit. Is there no audio? I'm not here.
Nah, my monitor was glitched. I'm good now.
Y'all don't hear it?
Oh, I don't hear shit. It's
It's
paused.
not playing right now. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if it was playing for you, that shit paused, gang.
my bad, chat. My bad. Let me see.
Don't get us started on the MVP award now. Ooh.
Mickey. All these awards. If they don't win it for real, it's a Mickey award.
Hey, no cap. Second place.
They really don't go out there and earn it. Mickey.
just gifted like that. And a lot of people talk about, obviously, we know Steph the GOAT. Like you, bro, one of the best shooters of all time that don't get enough credit on that because you really go crazy. Like, we was looking at the highlights. But you have plenty about it. They don't talk about it enough, bro.
Nah, he number 2. Him and Clay, they battle for number 2. Because I feel like you can shoot off the dribble better, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Clay, I ain't gonna lie, because he took 60 on us. And I got a different view. Like,
Clay gave niggas PTSD.
Yeah, I got PTSD from Clay. But the way you can shoot off the dribble, though, I put that in, like, you and Steph in a different realm with that shit.
Hard to do.
It's a harder shot. They more contested.
Yeah.
People guarding you harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
Shit, they definitely don't talk about it. They act like I don't be doing what I've been doing. Like, this will be my 13th season.
You've been going crazy for a long time.
Still killing.
You been cold.
Crazy.
It's been a long time, bro.
That's what we want to hear. Go crazy.
Because I told you
It's been a long time, bro.
For real.
Like, I'm just saying, it's like my time in the league. When I think about like how many people have been very good, like over that time, and then it's been more people very good, and more people very good for a couple years. Like, it ain't been that many people that been here the whole time, like since I've been in the league, that just been doing it like over and over and over. But I think people just get bored with consistency. And I ain't loud. But like, shit, I've been doing it that long and winning. Like, it ain't like I've been doing it and I'm playing for a team that just never.
I gotta go first. Bro. Oh my god.
The season before last, bro, I averaged almost 33 a game, bro.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard to average a dub in the league for a decade, bro.
it's crazy. I've been over 25 for damn near 8-9 years.
So wait, before y'all go, there is another thing that I do want to bring up. So essentially, Dame he feels like he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. And then he also had this to say on the same podcast, I believe. If LaMarcus Aldridge would have never went to San Antonio, we would have won at least once already. I would have came into my own, but he was that good. Is Damian Lillard playing victim?
I'll talk about that shit later. To answer Damo's question, yes. Damo's question. Fuck, English is hard. Yeah, he's playing victim. I don't know if they would have won in Portland. I don't really give a fuck about that right now. I want to talk about what Dame was just saying in that clip. Initially, or right now, I should say, can Dame say these things? Actually, hot take, yes. In 2024, you could argue the resume of Damian Lillard is being overshadowed, underrated, whatever. Fine. Nigga, stop the cap, though, in terms of the entirety of your career. Nobody was putting you on a pedestal. I'm sorry. Bezos, Damo, you niggas as witnesses, OG TSO Sage members, you niggas were definitely in those streams. The amount of they stay sleep on Dave movements were ridiculous. The amount of times Dame over Curry at shooting the basketball was said around the NBA sphere was ridiculous. There were people arguing Dame was better than Luka like 2 fucking years ago. Like, Dame was put in conversation. Maybe the reason Dame feels he's underrated now is because now everybody's seen him finally have a bad season and they're putting him way lower than he's used to being talked about. But Dame, when Dame was nice, and I still think Dame nice. I think he had a bad season. Let me be very clear. This isn't a Damian Lillard hate rant. I'm just saying this is cap because Dame was put in wild ass conversations. So the idea that nobody has ever talked about Damian Lillard because consistency got boring, bullshit. Absolute bullshit. And I got thumbnails, stream clips. Fucking the podcast has the same damn thing, let alone hopefully everyone not being a fucking 13-year-old in chat or a 16-year-old in the comment section. These conversations weren't that long ago. There's a fucking Kenny Smith clip where he's like, Steph, hey, yo, Steph, I gotta see when you get back. I don't think you can shoot like Dame. Fuck out of here, bro. Like, this is like, we're literally lying right now, bro. It's just a matter if you were there to see it or not, but we're lying. Dame was given absurd amount of praise. If anything, in his prime, he was accidentally overrated, but he is a fantastic player that when it's all said and done, may be underrated one day.
First of all, Bay Area Kemba Walker. I just need to be very clear.
Jesus Christ.
There's no way you're on the top 75 players list complaining about your just dudes. when you just sat on that podcast and let them glaze you up with your shooting like you even James Harden
He
shooting.
said he was a top 2 shooter of all time, and it's sleeping on Dame.
They're glazing you like you're even James Harden, bro. Like, you're not even James, in my opinion. James Harden is a better shooter than you. The fact that they would even fathom of saying you and Clay, yeah, Jeff T, you're high. Put it down, buddy. Put it out. Insane. Are you even better than Kyle Korver? Are you better than Kyle Korver, buddy?
I'm high.
You care about the off dribble shit when it comes to the greatest shooters conversation?
I do, but here's the thing, and I'm high on Kyle Korver.
No.
Oh, you don't? Oh, wow.
I don't. Shooting the basketball, and show me your efficiency and ability to shoot the basketball. That's all I care about. You being willing to be so scared of double teams that I'ma just shoot it from deep every time. Let's not act like we don't know your defense mechanism to what happened to you against the Pelicans.
You just shot it from further back.
You got double teamed so bad, you said, well, fuck it. They can't double team me from half court. Congratulations. You shoot relatively high in a percentage in an area that people just don't need to shoot the basketball because they're better.
Man, Damian Lillard, NBA fans just have this amnesia thing if they're agreeing that he was never in these conversations. Y'all remember when Steph dropped 62? That was around this Dame narrative. Started with Dame because Dame was talking about he's seeing how it's like, man. He's seeing how it's like to be Steph on the bad team, bro. Now, that's obviously not a direct quote. I'm not trying to dunk on him when I'm saying that, but that's what the vibe was. I don't have the exact clip on my phone right now. I'll pull it up if I must. But Dame literally was talking about how Steph isn't used to these kind of looks. He doesn't have Clay with him, yada, yada, yada. And then Steph dropped 62. Again, the idea, nobody was talking about Damian Lillard at these levels is ridiculous. Dame was seen as someone in chat earlier said he was top 10 all time or top 5 all time even. It's bro, people have been putting Dame in this conversation. The only reason he feels this way right now, and maybe rightfully so, I'm giving him that. Don't skip over that. I'm giving him this. Right now, it's possible that he has the right to feel this way because he had a bad season. NBA fans are absurdly reactionary, and people think he's falling off a cliff, so nobody's going to talk about him. But I guarantee you when Damian Lillard retires, hey, man, this guy, you talk about Steph Curry. If Damian Lillard was a Warrior and Steph Curry was a Blazer, oh, my bad. What am I talking about? Retired. They were saying that too. It's so wild to me, bro. It's so wild.
Listen, Damian Lillard. If you're waiting for the day where I put the D on your name, I won't. All right, give it up. You're Lamian. All right, it's okay. Stop acting like people have just been counting you out for so long because I've been here since the beginning. I was there when you were underrated. I was there in the mid 2010s to damn near late 2010s almost when the shift happened. But I was there when you were super underrated. So underrated, in fact, people began to overrate you. And that's where my disdain began. Because then people hey, Sage is not lying. There were conversations being had around the name of Damian Lillard that are so nasty. Nasty to the point to where this nigga feels comfortable sitting in front of cameras lying to people. What did you win? Oh, I've been doing what I've been doing and winning. Winning what? Winners of what? In the words of Noah Loud.
Yo, you're bored. He's bored.
I'm literally thinking of what even is. I've really been thinking the devil's advocate point, y'all. What is Dame underrated in? And even in those things, he's being put in those combos. Right, he is being compared to Curry by certain circles. We were having conversations about Russ and Dame, Kyrie and Dame being respected in those conversations. So
look,
hot ass.
look, Keep It a Buckers. I know y'all hate this quote. It's gonna shiver your 2020 Keep It a Buck PTSD. But I swear I mean this sentence in different context. I'm really not trying to be PC when I say this. Except Damo, nobody on here is trying to hate on Dame. It's just he was in the conversations. It's holy shit. Were we lying today? He was vividly in those conversations. Bezos, didn't we just upload a video? We swapped Dame and Curry's career. Why the fuck you think that's a video?
Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? I got hella respect for Dame. I disagree with the LaMarcus Aldridge thing. Side note, I think that your defense matters at some point, dog. But
what year does he think they gonna win?
Bro,
like,
come on. Yeah, because Aldridge, if we want to pivot to that conversation, Aldridge sure had more longevity than I ever thought he would have had, right? But at the end of the day, you're talking about a slower Aldridge still trying to put the ball in the basket, Dame putting the ball in the basket, and you're going to have like the defense around them. If anything, Portland showed you they couldn't build defense around you. So even if you had CJ McCollum, now you're like a worse version of the all-out Nets or all-out Suns.
It would have to be from 2016 to 2018. And
Yeah,
I'm sorry. They ain't beating any of them goddamn Warriors.
No way you beat the Warriors.
No way, bro.
You're thinking about, buddy. But this,
I like the confidence though, but
I don't like delusional confidence.
Come on. You don't like it?
No.
Yeah.
Not from him.
Yeah.
Because I'm a hater.
Yeah, Damo's a hater. Yeah, what you guys should take from this clip or this pod, Damo does hate Dame. Fair enough. TSO Sage does not, but my God, TSO Sage think this is cap. Absolute cap. But he has the right to feel this way because right now, I would even argue Dame right now, unironically, is underrated. But the they sleep on Dame movement, bro, that was the most overrating arc of Damian Lillard's career. Bubble Dame. Do you niggas not remember how y'all felt about 2020 Damian Lillard? Jesus.
Solo squatting the Lakers and shit.
Solo squad the Lakers if Dame and CJ get hot. Better shooter than Curry. What the fuck are we talking about right now, bro?
I have to disagree with you. I'm so sorry. I have to disagree with you.
Please.
I think this is the first time in his career he's ever been properly rated. Like coming out for the last.
That's fair. If you think he's properly more than underrated, that's fair.
Right now,
this
has been the most accurate people have ever been with Damian Lillard. Because when they say that nigga sucks, they're not lying. They're so right.
Never mind. That's not fair.
Realizing he's a loser. Nah, they already got the clip, chat. They already got the clip. Clip it. He already agreed. Now when he starts losing, and now people are like, yo, this dude Damian Lillard's a loser. That's what I was telling you before. I've been saying this. So he's properly rated.
This is crazy. Shout out Dame, though. Dead ass, man.
Next topic, we have this tweet from, it started with NBA World 24. Combined 2 role players that would make an all-star. I'll start. Their combination was Marcus Smart and Duncan Robinson. And then Lkiab Pod, the official podcast of Let's Keep It a Buck, quote retweeted that saying, "This is fun, actually. Respond with your combinations and we'll react to them tomorrow." And I ain't gonna lie, we stole their fucking thunder. Like all the responses on our fucking tweet, which is funny as fuck.
Hey, sorry, gang, but you could have been on this tweet, and that original tweet's on the tweet if you follow at LKIABPOD on Twitter or X if you're a loser.
Before we read the replies, I do want to talk about our combinations first, man. 2 role players, you combine them to make.
Who was on the account? I'm interrupting. Who was on the account? Who tried to ratio me early as shit? Because I read that like a book. Who was on the account when I said Mikal Bridges, Derek White? Who was it?
It was Rez.
Okay. Hey, whoever runs the pod account at that moment, my initial pick was Derek White, Mikal Bridges. I made another pick to someone else who was asking me to watch a video and I was like, someone's gonna be like, bro, those players are too good. Those are 2 good role players or something like that. And sure enough, the pod account did that. Bastard. Whoever it was, win your ass. But when y'all started,
it was Dre.
So that's your combo?
Oh, I'm starting off. Oh, my duo or my fusion. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Laker merchant. Austin Reeves, Alex Caruso, all day, every day. What are we doing? I'm making an easy all-star guard. Absolutely. If you think that's a better version of Derek White, that's exactly what the fuck I'm going for. Give me all NBA caliber defense, shot creation, playmaking ability to a certain extent, not a fantastic one, as well as just aura. No cap. And yes, I used aura in my argument. You said make the all-star game. We gonna need it. We're like 87 overall.
I think this is super easy. Going away from what I said on Twitter, because I have one on Twitter and I have one now, so I have 2. But the one now for the actual pod, I mean, a clear-cut all-time role player. I'm going Bol and Jonathan Isaac. This is going to be good health. I'm assuming this is going to be a healthy player. We're taking elite all-NBA level defense and having a tall 7'2", long, lengthy, a power forward center that can dribble, play make, and score the basketball at all three levels. Stop. Hey, I gave you South Sudan Wemby.
Jesus
Nah,
Christ.
that's crazy.
Come on, man.
For me, I'm gonna go Drew Holiday and Andrew Nembhard.
I thought, yeah,
Comp.
they told Mikal was too good, so I didn't use Drew.
Is that too good? Drew Holiday, Andrew Nembhard?
If Mikal Bridges and Derek White is too strong.
Hey, I'm still Damo's shit. Lonzo Ball and Ben Simmons.
I was just
yeah.
You gotta fight him, bro.
That's crazy.
You gotta box him.
Crazy.
That was crazy. I seen you tweet that. I knew not to say anything.
I was just about to say it. I was about to bring that up. I was just about to say it. That's wild.
Now, that's my get back for that one pod. You stole my hot take, man. Yeah, I remember.
Didn't even know it was your hot take. Insane. You knew that was my tweet.
I'm on the spot. Give me Cam Thomas and Jaden McDaniels. Yeah.
Ooh.
No passing. Still no passing.
Oh, we're not trying to pass. We're trying to make the All-Star game. nah, you damn right. One assist a game, max. We're not passing. It's just defense and buckets. Hell no. Y'all like threes and D, huh? Okay.
Crazy. Okay, I got one.
Man. We are lit. No. We're talking basketball.
Here you go.
Oh my God.
I got one. Cool.
But we're the gay ones.
I hate this.
All right. I got one. Alfred Sengun and Evan Mobley, man. Hey.
All right. Let's read these replies, man. Let's read these replies, man. Starting off with, he said Jalen Brunson. I'm dead. Blocked for saying Brunson is a role player. MPJ and Herb Jones. Let's give these a rating of out of 10.
Okay.
MPJ and Herb Jones.
Hard 8.
Yeah, I give you a 7.5. I don't know about them niggas like, dribbling the basketball. Personally, not a crazy fan, but that's a damn well complete player.
It's a better version than Cam Thomas and
Oh yeah, I was just fucking around. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this one a 8. I ain't gonna lie, I like this combo.
Yeah, I like it. 7.58.
Herb Jones and TJ McConnell. So it's just a Herb Jones meta.
Yeah, you niggas are Herb Jones merchants because you want the defense and athleticism. I understand. This one I'm giving a 5 though. I think this player has a bigger weakness in terms of the jump shot.
Soft 6.5.
Yeah. Cruz, you thought you was cooking. It's just a 5, man.
Sorry, Cruz.
Sean says Brooke Lopez and Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, that's 3. That's like because you're fusing them. So you're not adding and adding. It's like a fusion. You're getting like a worse center.
You just wanted Mitchell Robinson with a jump shot.
Yeah, I'm going to say Mitchell Robinson with a jump shot, but then he's like a little slower. I'm giving that a 3.
Yeah, that's a 2.
I'm taking an L just because you're a Knicks fan. So.
Oh, okay.
Jordan Poole and I'm blanking on his name.
Who is that? Oh, I
That's
don't mind.
James Johnson.
That's James Johnson. He said, "If you know, you know." That's
I will
actually
allow you to
funny.
mentally amp only. So if Jordan Poole behaved like James Johnson, I give you a 6.
So Jordan Poole not getting knocked out.
Yeah, Jordan Poole if he fought back. Yeah, I'm actually going up to 9. Jordan Poole if he
with a left hook
back,
and a slide kick, I give it to you.
This is a Hall of Famer, so
yeah, I agree.
gotta be a 10.
Still in Golden State mirroring Steph. I wish he was a little bit of James Johnson. All right, bro.
All right, Nick Claxton and Nas Reed equals AD light.
That actually, he's pushing what like qualifies, but this does meet the qualifications of role players. This is just like one of the high ones, like something that we probably wouldn't be able to do. But in terms of the player, that's like a 9-10. I'm not gonna lie. It's a complete defensive player as well as a big that can kind of sort of create it a little bit on his own. Nas
Is
Reed
complete,
is
not dick suck?
No.
Complete defensive player?
What's wrong with the defense between Nick Claxton and Nas Reed?
I would say Nas Reed can guard on the perimeter a little bit in terms of big. Big.
Okay.
And I would just say, I would say this is a hard 7 for me. This is just Christian Wood.
I'm gonna give you a 9, bro. I'm high on Nick Claxton's defense, and I'm high on if Nasri got more opportunity, we would view him even better than we do now.
I'm gonna give this a 6.5. Not that.
Damn.
Bad.
What's the reason? I'm just curious. You don't trust the defense?
I don't. Yeah, the defense, like Nasri can go out there here and there, playmaking like not enough playmaking for me. The scoring, like shout out Nasri, he's a good scorer, but like, what are we really even talking about with Nasri scoring? Good two-way guy, but
you was able to
you're sleep on Nick Claxton defense. That's the issue here. You're low on Nick Claxton defense at that point.
Yeah. I think he's a little low on Nas's too, because Nas was able to be like, hey, Cat got 5 fouls, go out there and play in Denver. He was doing it.
This is Porzingis light.
Jesus. But that's an all-star.
Porzingis light is not an all-star.
Oh, Porzingis light. You're right. No, I didn't hear you say light. Yeah. Ross ain't playing 2024. GG's next.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard?
Nah, he's going crazy. Yo, Tune is crazy. Josh Diddy and Miles Bridges.
He's a criminal. He's a criminal.
Unironically, though, if we are counting these two as role players, it is a good combo, man. Josh Giddey with Miles Bridges' athleticism.
It depends how much the jump shot takes a hit because of Giddey, but yeah.
True.
I'm gonna give this one a Diddy out of 10.
I'm gonna give him a jail. I'm gonna give him a jail sentence.
I'm about to say 5 years, 3 years.
Five years out of 10. He got bail.
This is MTEL22. This probably makes a superstar, to be honest. Cole's off-dribble offense, form, plus Jonathan Isaac's catch and shoot ability, defense, and height. Also with Cole's form. He loves Cole Anthony's form. This is Cole Anthony and Jonathan Isaac, by the way.
Cole and Isaac, that's not the worst thing. They're still not a perfect player. I'll give you like a 7.
You can do better. It's a 6.
MPJ.
Nick, congratulations. You made Michael Porter Jr.
MPJ. Congrats.
Yo, what's up with Jonathan Isaac, bro? Like
they just want a versatile athletic wing defender and a good offensive player.
Jimmy Daniels is right there at that fucking point. Like, what are we doing?
Jonathan Isaac is right there, buddy.
Oh my god. I forgot it's the political season. That's what it is.
AR-15 and Lonzo Ball.
Oh my god, my goat. That's it.
That's it. Let's go home.
What? Hard 10.
Last one. Why B Pods and Josh Hart?
Skip
the nasty player.
Next.
1. Jaden McDaniels and Jaylen Williams. If they count, this is probably tier 1.
This is pushing it. This is pushing it. We wouldn't be able to put Jaylen in there.
DeMar DeRozan and Tony Allen.
That's a 5.
Dog. This is a dog.
You made a dog. You ain't getting no 3s. Like, you telling me the DeRozan shot gets a bit worse? No, you're good.
Hey, that defense gets so much better.
Yeah, the defense is crazy.
Last one, Alex Caruso and Grayson Allen.
Made a hell of a 3-and-D player, but you ain't no all-star, so 5.
You just made Austin Reeves more dirty. Like, what? I guess.
Trevor Ariza, buddy.
You just simmed a year in 2K of Alex Caruso. You didn't even change anything.
Just made him. He gave him no morals. Like,
you gave Alex Caruso that didn't give a fuck now. Okay, it's the same guy twice. Fuck, you thought he was
Alex Caruso with negative attitude. All right, bro.
Crazy.
Changed his personality trait to unpredictable. Ooh.
Let's go ahead and get our hot takes of the week, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why. All right. Hot take of the week. Who wants to start off?
First. I got you.
All right.
My hot take of the week, simple. I woke up this morning, did my scrolls on Twitter, and I seen this guy who was getting accused of so many things, but it boiled down to the fact that he was being a lame weeaboo in the DMs and text messages of a sex worker. Let me just say, there is no reason why you as a grown man should be texting any grown woman begging, pleading, repeatedly asking, borderline stalking this woman to get a little bit of Miss B Nasty content. It ain't worth it. It is not worth it at all. And I happen to be in a space with this gentleman. He was asked straight up, do you feel like in 2024, it makes sense for average guys, normal dudes, normal grown men to go out and seek a romantic relationship with sex workers on a serious level? Do you want to know what his response was, fellas?
What was it?
I mean, what's the issue? What is the problem? You're the problem, buddy. You don't know how to deal with this woman. You don't know how to deal with this lifestyle, and you feel you're entitled to her work and her body just because she sell it, and you think you get it for free.
He's not dating this person, right?
No, they were supposed to be like, they apparently were romantically talking for like 2 months, 3 month stretch.
And she just wasn't giving it up, essentially.
She was not giving up. She wasn't giving up the news, man. She wasn't giving up the content. She sent him a couple things, like she sent him some stuff, but he was just axing and repeatedly berating her, trying to get stuff, and it just wasn't happening. So my hot take: if you a lame ass nigga, know your place. Just be lame. Stop trying to strive for more. Some niggas need to be lame, and you're one of them.
It sounded like he was headed in the right direction. He just
fucked it
take
up.
The shortcut. Yeah, man. Work hard, play hard. Come on, man. We done with the 90s.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, yeah. I've been unironically saying ironically, I've been saying we done with the 90s with the most random shit lately, man. That shit is funny as fuck, bro.
You helped me with my side hot take, because I had to. You just helped me. You just indirectly helped me with my hot take. All right, so honorable mention hot take.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Now I feel better. Honorable mention hot take. Honorable mention, we was talking about this in the PS party. We might talk about this on the TSO stream at TSO_stage on Twitch. The best running gag in cartoon history, in terms of every time it happens is funny, is not my leg. We seen a compilation full when this nigga Dr. Doof looked at a brick with a fake mustache on, and the mustache comes off. A platypus? And then the nigga put a hat on. Parry the platypus. Greatest running gag of all time. Comment below something better. I don't think you can, bro. That shit's peak. My hot take. Telling you, this shit's funny as fuck, bro. My hot take, the one that I'm gonna get tomatoes on, but that's why it's a hot take. We was talking about football in that party as well. And Damo brings up two all the time. If we want to go quarterback for quarterback, bro, who do I think is overrated? Trevor Lawrence. No, not gonna lie, I don't see it. Like, I see Stroud. I see what's buddy name? I mean, obviously the AFC North outside of field, but not too much. Don't y'all start hating. I see Josh Allen. I see the Goof Troop, the redemption arc. The people that still believe in Kirk, Jordan Love. I see all these elite ass quarterbacks. And then y'all try to tell me that Trevor Lawrence is better than them niggas. And I'm just like, why? Because of college? I think he can make throws that's in the conversation of elite quarterbacks. But do I think he himself is an elite quarterback? Nah. Like, I think he's a development player. He's still young. This isn't me trying to dunk on him, but I do think he's a bit overrated. Now, obviously, it's not going to be too long of a back and forth here. I'm honestly just looking forward to the comment section or the chat, but I don't know. A lot of people love Trevor Lawrence, and I don't see it. I don't see it.
This is baloney, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. One, fuck Trevor Lawrence and his long hair. I'm not even on that. I've been over here chuckling and laughing this whole time because just thinking about the amount of times this nigga. Is that a platypus with a baby bib?
I'm telling you,
a platypus with a baby bib.
It'll be a fucking pillowcase. A platypus. You put the little head on.
It be the most random, bro. You know your biggest op is a platypus. It be the most random locations. You're in a junkyard with a death beam pointed at the center of the earth. They'll blow that bitch up. All of a sudden, you look. Is that a platypus with a LeBron jersey?
Platypus with a LeBron jersey. Yo, Dr. Doof has the best running joke of all time by a mile, bro. Even the innators is up there, bro. That nigga got it. Make up your mind, innator.
Man, I might have to watch Phineas and Ferb after this. Yo, there was one day, bro, I ain't gonna lie, just randomly, me and my girl were out. And I just randomly came into my head, yo, when we get home, can we watch Kick Butowski? God, we just watch Kick Butowski. Kick. Yo,
yeah, I do fuck with the theme song. Theme song is hard, bro.
Oh my God, bro. My hot take of the week is actually another person's hot take.
Oh.
I'll get into it. This is a clip that I saw on TikTok this morning while I was doing my morning scroll. And I also talked about it on my stream. And I wanted to get y'all opinion on it. I got my own too, but
Kai Cenat, everybody can't go. You need to start looking around. And I know, like, black people specifically, when you get some success, you want to bring everybody with you, but you got to be able to kind of weed that shit out. I shouldn't know who Chris V is. I shouldn't know who Chris Next Door is. I should know who Kai Cenat is because you are the driving force in it, but them I shouldn't even know who they are.
I think it's important to highlight that Chris Next Door is an AMP member. If you guys don't know what AMP is, that is Kai Cenat's group.
That's the problem. Kai Cenat shouldn't have a group.
That's how they got on.
Yeah. Having a team and making it with your team is very important. But if they're problematic people in there, kick them out immediately.
But you gotta know when you are the one, like he is the one. I get it.
So he should abandon everybody?
Yes.
He did not do this alone. Like, there was a journey of a camp of them.
They came together.
And I agree, like, this problematic person, this person that was underage girls, he has to go. Like, bye, we're never speaking to you, cut ties.
Now that we are here and it's the second, third, however many times something like this has happened, what does he do moving forward? Because now it can't keep happening. You have to insulate yourself because at the end of the day, that group doesn't mean anything without him.
Okay.
Who are these old niggas?
Yeah, he had me in the first sentence, and then everything else. I hate doing this. Y'all love doing. I just don't think he just knows what he's talking about.
So let me just give some context. That is the Need to Know podcast. All right. And the guy who had the main take of Kai should leave AMP, that was Savon. I just find that take extremely interesting because the only reason, at least from my perspective, a decent amount of people know Savon is because he was a production staff member on the Joe Budden podcast. Like on some, he was like what Cruz is to us, what Dre is to us. He was a reoccurring member in the inside jokes and all of these things. Savon's in the studio. He then does his own thing. He then gets his own job. He then starts his own platform. And primarily, like, motherfuckers know him from the JBP, so they followed over. And I just find it interesting that the guy who also made a platform off of knowing the main guy from another platform, and mind you, that platform ain't even AMP with Kai Cenat in it. It is the Joe Budden podcast. You would have this take of, hey, we shouldn't even know the videographer. We shouldn't even know these behind the scenes dudes, man. And also, I get his overall point of, listen, once you grow, you should move differently. You should check who's around you, because we have had that point with Kai before, specifically with other controversies of, yo, you are at a certain level, you got to check who's around you. But when and I'm not like what Chris did was fucked up. Camera Chris, not Chris Next Door.
Yeah.
What Camera Chris did was fucked up. But from the sense of Kai should have seen this coming. Kai should have, like, there was no reason. Like, Chris had a proper business reason to be around Kai. There was a proper business reason for Kai to keep Chris around. It wasn't on some, this was a guy that I grew up with that now that I'm popping, I'm going to just bring him up with me. No, he is his cameraman. He is the guy that's been his videographer ever since before he even was in AMP. So bringing up that point was just weird as fuck. And like what Say said earlier, ultimately what I got from this clip, because I did see the whole podcast clip, was right intentions, wrong messenger, and also he just doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to AMP and how they were formed. Because to act like AMP had no factor in Kai's growth, because that was how he was talking in that clip. Nah, like they were like, all of those guys have individual platforms that were huge already. AMP was already closing in on a mil before Kai joined, and AMP also had a clear factor in Kai's growth as well. Did Kai take them to huge heights? Absolutely. Would AMP be where they are right now without Kai Cenat? Absolutely not. But it also is a two-way street of, bro, Kai Cenat also, and I would assume he would say the same thing, Kai also wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for AMP, him joining AMP. So now that he's blown up, what is the reason for him to disassociate with other content creators who are also at this point professionals at what they're doing, that also have shit to lose? Again, it's not like the homie from your childhood bringing him up. Like, we're talking about Agent with all the channels that he got. He's been doing this for 7 years, 8 years. Fan, we're talking about Duke. We're talking about Davis. The only like relatively new guy in this content space would be Chris. But Chris was a guy, again, editing their videos. So it was just an L take all around, bro. It was just a very misinformed take.
Yeah. He also was speaking. Oh, my fault.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna go on first.
Oh, cool. He also was speaking as if it was AMP niggas getting him into trouble or getting into this trouble that was dragging him into it. That's also what I got from how he was speaking. Again, super ignorant and just misinformed of not knowing what's going on. All these controversies that Kai ends up getting in, it's not because of AMP. It's not because of AMP members. I'm pretty sure Chris, the camera guy, not next door, that wasn't a AMP camera guy, was it? That was Kai's camera guy, right?
Yeah. They've been together like before Kai even joined them.
Yeah, that was Kai's camera guy. The January incident or whatever that happened, that wasn't fucking that wasn't Phantom or whatever being involved in that. That was somebody that Kai knew from Kai's camp that was involved in that. That was not anything to do with AMP. The New York incident, Kai wanted to do something. That was not AMP trying to meet up in New York and do that. No, Kai wanted to do something, invited people out. This is not an AMP issue with the things that are seen as issues or problems that he's going through, all the negative publicity. This is not AMP drama. This is Kai Cenat drama and Kai Cenat issues. So to throw it all under the lens of, see, you gotta get away from these niggas. These things, what are they really doing for you right now? To have that type of tone, now didn't know nothing of you before, but now to know that you was just some behind the camera nigga for Joe Budden, and now you're talking like this, nigga, egos, man. Like, Jesus Christ. I hope my head never gets
and Damo, you just said the word, to have like a egotistical way of content creation is sometimes the way to go, but certainly not in this case. The idea that even if we're talking fuck morality for a second, if we're talking pure content and results, the idea that Kai Cenat leaving AMP would be beneficial for dead ass anybody involved is kind of crazy. Is Kai going to fail if he does that? No. Obviously, no. He may potentially grow because of, at this point, when you're at that level, no glaze, you just are going to continue to grow until you fall the fuck off. But given how he would leave, and in your situation, why he would leave, that's a massive risk for no reason, especially with AMP has videos like the fucking Cypher every year, certain holiday videos every year, certain game shows that they do to make Kai back in the eyes of the viewer. Like, damn, bro, Kai was really funny in this video. Let me go follow him on Twitch or something like that. And then when they go see his Twitch, when they're looking it up, 178,000. Oh shit, Kai really like that. That's a level of attention and attraction that you are getting consistently that you want to punt on because of I'm him now. Now, if we're bringing in morals to it, that's where you really lose me, dog. I understand the idea of somebody in the friend group needs to realize that, hey, bro, I understand that he's the one. He ain't gonna bring all of us up, and it's not because he's a bad person. But at the same time, the idea that you is basically saying, yo, if you are that one, fuck everybody that was with you is nuts, dog. I'm not gonna lie. Now, certain people around you, where I said he had me in the first sentence, certain people around you, nah, they're not good for the camera. Not even good, not good for the camera because they're weird, but no, literally, some people are just bad on camera talents. Some people aren't funny. I can't speak English, but I mean, you know, I make it here, I guess. But like, a good amount of people just aren't good for streams, aren't good for videos, don't know how to react, don't know how to do certain things. Absolutely. But the idea that like, yo, I blew up with this crew, now I should dip out. That's so corny, bro. That is so corny. I wouldn't want to live like that. And so not only for me, the reason why it's such a hard take is statistically it wouldn't work for him, or it wouldn't be the best move for him. His best move is to definitely keep doing what he's doing, stay in AMP and keep collabing with other streamers. With speed or even higher rappers and fucking presidents or whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's what he's been doing to keep going up and getting himself viewed by multiple audiences. The idea that you want him to leave an audience and that will benefit him is stupid, especially given the elephant in the room that I haven't talked about yet. You're just wrong. Chris Next Door literally like just not too much, bro. I don't even know what to say. He was the editor of the team, and then not only that, he was a consistent on-camera talent of AMP. It wasn't like this is Kai's boy. That's not even how that remotely was. If anything, he's closer to like people not even in AMP more than he would be when it comes to the come up. It's crazy.
I just view it as, imagine me sitting around talking to people with platforms or people with followings, and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, gang. This whole opening the door for niggas shit you got going on, yo, cut that out. This whole, yo, putting on for people smaller than you and giving niggas opportunity, man, cut that out. That's literally why I'm here. Why would I say something like that? So for him to sit there, oh, you should know the behind the mic guy's name. You should know the boom guy's name. When you were the boom guy, nigga, like, yeah, what?
That's so crazy. And I guess the last thing for me, the only, and I do mean only way that he would even have a take on it is if Kai felt burnt out from working with AMP. If Kai could not stream consistently because of AMP, if Kai couldn't do his own shit because of AMP, okay, actually, I'm gonna sound fucked up because I'm on a podcast, but I'm gonna be like, you know what, guy? If you want to grow your individual shit, yeah, you can't do it. You're busy with AMP. But considering that Kai is like live every fucking day for 90 hours, doing skits with comedians, music videos, and anything in between, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, I think he was just really misinformed on how impactful AMP is as a whole. Because I understand Kai is the biggest star of that group, but I'm gonna just keep it a whole stack, a pretty wide margin. Yeah. But to act like, again, like he doesn't benefit at all from being in that group just because of the gap, just because he's the man of the group now. No, the reason why Kai streams perform the way that they do, on top of him being the creator that he is because AMP as a collective has created an ecosystem of content that involves all of them collaborating, going on each other's streams, being associated with one another, developing this community so that when you go on your For You page, you're going to see a Kai clip, then you're going to see Duke and Kai, then you're going to see Phantom and Kai. Then you're going to see Agent and Duke. And then it's going back to a Davis and Kai clip. Like, this is literally the reason why their business works the way that it does. So, and I feel like I just don't think he knows how big, like, Agent, Duke, Phantom, and Davis are, like, individually.
I was going to say, yeah, you talk about, like, we talk about the 90,000, 100,000, whatever he pulls live. You could argue 10 is from AMP because them niggas separately pull 10K minute each, and I think Agent's damn near pulling 20s now. Yeah, it's just, again, you just clearly can't be informed. If you are informed, you wouldn't be saying these things. I guess the final nail in the coffin point, I'm gonna use us on a much lower level, granted, but like, how many times have I seen SLZ 242 in my chat? How many times have y'all seen TSO solo or some shit in y'all chat or anything like that? It's almost like working with a group puts you in the eyes of many viewers.
And also, I ain't gonna lie, how would y'all feel if like one of us up here had that take? Like
if I, and that's what I'm saying. Like for
like,
me, it's
yo,
so
I ain't gonna lie.
because,
When we identify who the man is,
yeah,
we should drop everyone. Like everyone. I'm talking about
like,
not just the product. Like me. Like I'm dropping y'all. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like keep it a buck. Like we could keep it a full blown 1,000 right now. If B-Souls was on some type of timing, or when y'all was making TSO and that jokes, but let's use B-Souls because he got the bigger following right now. If B-Souls was on some shit like, oh, yo, I'm about to hit 100K again on my shit, and then all the souls is cooking, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I really need all the souls. These pod shit's cool and all, but if I want to be better than the pod, I gotta dip. I would just be like, I mean, you're not wrong, but like, is that how you want to do this, bro? Like, this is really how you want to do this? Now, if we were behind the scenes, and this is what I'm saying, he would have some merit here. If we were behind the scenes telling B-Souls, nah, don't stream, we need to do this, this, and that. Nah, don't stream, we need to do this and that. And we were literally stomping on this nigga's dreams of content creation for the sake of keep it a buck. Okay, that's different. But the idea that B-Souls wants to come into work, clock in, do the pod, and then does his own shit, but because he's having the most success, should dip out is corny. Or like if I went the Twitch route, like, oh my God, I'm the head honcho of Twitch, so bye. All right, bro. I wouldn't want to live like
that. Anything else y'all want to bring up?
Nah, I'm good. Not really that much football stuff. Ready for the season to kick off. So don't got any football questions or music questions.
Yeah, I'm very ready for the football season. If we're doing a Q&A, come up here with a football take or NBA take, man. I want to debate.
Well, production staff in the background, if y'all can toss the link in chat, that'd be great. While there is a buffer time, I do want to show y'all this tweet right here, man. This might get us in trouble. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
Uh-oh. This is I don't know where
God,
he's from,
I just read it.
I don't know where he's from, but he's visiting the United States, specifically in New York, and he had this to say about his experience, man. Tipping is such a scam in New York. Why do I pay extra just because restaurants pay minimum hourly wages? Ordered a crepe, club sandwich and panini for $45. We paid $50 cash, and the waiter just took the rest as tip. Asked for change, and she said, you have to pay the tip, and went away. Asked, is it mandatory? And she just ignored me. And my friend, a local, felt guilty for not paying at least 20% tip. 20% for what? Insane. Hey, man, let's bring up the tip conversation. Pause on the pod back up, man. Is he spitting?
We should probably speed through this because I think we low-key never talked about 2K. But in terms of the tip conversation, pause, because it was needed. I mean, I feel like if you beg me for a tip, pause again if needed. You know, if you beg me for gratuity.
Yo, stop, man. Nah, Damo, he's doing it again, man. He's doing it again. I ain't gonna lie.
It swears us. Swears it's us.
It swears us.
Swears us.
Swear we're gay. All right, bro.
Yo, stop saying it like that.
It's our fault. He says it.
Bro.
Pause if needed.
This is easy to
You tell us if it's needed.
If I never said it was needed, y'all would be like 8.
I wouldn't say
come on, man.
I would have sparked once, but nah, man, I got a cool down.
No, what the fuck I'm gonna say to that? This nigga said he got to cool down. What I'm gonna do to that, bro?
Hey, you ain't supposed to say nothing. You supposed to just say what
I read patch notes.
It ain't needed.
This nigga B-Soul's got patch notes and shit. All right. For me, in terms of gratuity, man, I don't necessarily do it all the time. I should apparently. In terms of DoorDash, delivering pizzas, barbers, things like that, I've stepped up. Yeah, for sure. Carry out, hell nah. I don't give a fuck. Go cancel me, get angry, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. And I doubt niggas get canceled over fucking carry out tips, because who the fuck does that? Rich ass nigga. If I tell you, yo, let me get a 4 for $4 large lemonade, thanks, bro. Pay my 4 for $4 and move the fuck on. Where's my tip? Boy, fuck you. You just pushed 5 buttons and handed me my food, bastard. What the hell? Out of here.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you got it, definitely tip. I understand that. I was once a server. I'm never gonna just be anti-tipping people. Obviously, I think you should tip based off of service. I don't think a tip should be something that's just mandatory no matter what. Stop having me click, do I want to add a tip when all you did was ring me up for my food and drink. You ain't even make the damn food.
Thank
Why am
you.
I tipping you? I can't stand that. I just did that recently. Went to Jersey Mike's. I went there. The nigga the nigga's not even taking the order. The nigga's not making my sandwich. I'm actively watching other people make my sandwich. You want to leave a tip? No. Why am I tipping you? Nigga, give me my drink. And if we're at an establishment where there's servers actually coming, giving you your drink, giving you utensils, having to serve the table, yeah, I'll tip. Based off your service, I shouldn't have to flag you down to give me a refill on my drink. If I do, negative $2.
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all believe in the sentiment of don't go out if you can't afford tip?
No.
If you can't afford. No,
like we go into a restaurant, you know
okay,
for a fact they're gonna ask for tip.
Restaurant, yes.
Like, all right, bro, what are you doing?
If you cannot, I would say don't go to a established sit-in restaurant if you can't afford that. But if you're going to like Chick-fil-A or something like that, nigga, just getting a 12-count nugget and a large fry.
Oh yeah, I'm not tipping at Chick-fil-A, but I'm talking about like
buddy,
Food Quiz.
you got Polynesian sauce jumps through the drive-thru or something. All right, bro. Like, all right, dog. Yeah, here's $5, man, because I would have been pissed. But like, if if you just handed me a white bag and read my name wrong, fuck out of here. But in the and like Ruth Chris or some bullshit,
like Applebee's,
yeah, like Applebee's or some bullshit. Fridays,
fuck out of here. I view
Applebee's,
I'd
say so.
Long John Silver, Outback, and Ruth Chris all the same. If I can afford to eat here, then I'm eating here. I don't need to be able to afford to tip you because it's based off your service. If you give good service, you'll get a tip. I don't think anyone should go out with the intentions of, all right, bet my food about to be $35, but do I got this extra $20 for this tip? Nigga, no, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, I don't walk out with like, all right, I need 50% tip locked and loaded. Like, no, what I do,
no,
I'll give those people this, and this isn't even me trying to look goody. It's just a fact. I haven't not tipped a waiter or waitress in a long time, but I find that most people aren't assholes in terms of that job. Mm-hmm. But like, if you're an asshole, you take an hour long for my 2 hours for my food. I actually, the last time I didn't tip was I took 2 hours for my food and I visually saw someone walk in, sit down, get their food and leave before I got my food. I was like, oh, fuck you. You're not getting anything. Like, no, eat a dick. In fact, I want this meal free. Got the meal free and didn't tip. Fuck you.
I'm just assuming that because of what they said, most of the time the service is good enough to give tip.
Exactly.
That I am going to a restaurant assuming that I gotta give tip.
Oh yeah.
Needed.
I disagree with Domo there. I do think if you're going to a restaurant, you do need to prepare for if a waiter does have good service, and therefore, because I think if the waiter had good service or waitress had good service and you don't have anything to tip, that's a dick move.
If I'm going out to eat, I'm tipping for my meal. And me personally, hey man, $5 for my portion that's a good tip. $5 a person. The max I'm going is $5. If Let's Keep It a Buck goes out to eat, in my mind, I got 5 singles in my pocket to give for a tip. Because that's what a tip is. A tip is not 20% of my meal. I'm sorry. That is not what a tip is.
Oh, we're having that conversation. We can have that conversation. Like, is there a proper tip etiquette or anything like that? We had that conversation.
I don't know what tip etiquette is. Pause if needed. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
It's canon, bro. I'm telling you, it's a banger, bro.
I don't know what etiquette is. I just know, all right, bet. You shouldn't be getting minimum wage, but that's not my problem. I got $5 for you, gang. I know that's going towards the rest of your tips. If I'm going out with 4 people, if we all tip $5, that's a $20 tip. I think that's good. But I'm not about to be out here. If I go out to eat by myself, I'm not tipping $20. Nigga, do you know what you have to do for me to tip you $20? You had to make my food in front of me, and it gotta be cracking. Like that, I gotta actually see you improve my meal for me to give you $20.
Gotta be 20%.
Almost fall off the table, and the nigga say, ugh, and caught that bitch or some shit like that. Nah, I'll give you this. This is where I am with Damo. I don't understand okay, your meal was $40, so tip blank percentage, or your DoorDash delivery, goddamn, that water delivery was $5, so you need to tip X percentage. Man, you just drove to my house and carried the bag. No matter what the bag was, she was going to do it. The issue is how far. Now, distance in DoorDash, okay, we could talk percentages.
But you didn't drive though. You didn't drive and pick it up. You paid for someone's service. You can't tip them.
No, that's what I'm saying. If they drove an hour,
versus someone else that could drive like
matter.
10 minutes.
It don't matter, bro. Even if it's 5 minutes, man. You didn't want to get up your ass and go to the restaurant and pick up your food.
I'm saying
I'm tipping $1.50, $2 if they're going 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if they're only going, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying, or maybe you do. If the restaurant is 5 minutes from me, and I order $60 worth of food, $3 max. If now hold on, let me finish.
Nah, bro.
I'm fucked up till I finish my point. Now, if I order $15 worth of food an hour away, I might even tip 10. Because nigga, you're an hour away. You're like, it's not about what the fuck I order. It's about how far you drove for me. Like same thing in the restaurant. It's not about what the fuck I order. It's how well did you serve? How many times did I get my refills? How fast did I get my food? So I don't give a fuck what I order. That's none of your business. That's only my business, to be honest. I hate sharing food. but like at the end of the day, I'm paying for service. When I add gratuity, it's for service. It's not for how much did I pay relative to the bill. Fuck that. How much effort did you put into whatever service you provided?
Let me just say,
that is a good point about DoorDash.
Hey, when we talking about DoorDash, I'm with Sage. Distance definitely matters. I don't give a damn how much I'm spending. If you going 5 minutes down the road, I'm sorry. It shouldn't be a requirement about a percentage. Nigga, get this $3. Take that out with DoorDash. DoorDash.
Like I could have walked it. Now, did I? No, but I could have.
Niggas that do DoorDash,
y'all are really changing my perception, man.
You get mad at me because of your life decisions, nigga. You chose this job. You accepted this pay rate. If you don't like it, go get your CDL, nigga. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not obligated because DoorDash pay like shit to tip you $15. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Now, if anybody getting food an hour away on DoorDash, you're insane.
Sick
That's
man.
bad.
Yes, sick man.
How is that even in range?
You deserve. I'm about to say I don't know how that works. Multiple zip codes, but if you're going for distance, yes, I think that there should be at least common sense will tell you to tip this person more, give them more money because they're going far. But this whole entitlement to niggas feeling bad because you picked a low paying job is crazy to me. Like, I'm with Buddy. If I go over to a different country and they just start doing some entitled privilege shit, I'll probably get mad too. Not gonna hold you. That'll piss me off.
Oh
you
yeah.
$5, bitch. Like, what if I wanted to give you that $5, but I wanted to give it to you? I wanted to be like, nah, keep the change to make your day feel good. You just gonna take my whole 50 and not even bring me nothing back? I ask for change. You walk away. I'll throw a biscuit at her head.
Yeah, that hey, there ain't nobody alive that could gaslight me for what Buddy's situation was, unless I'm misremembering it. If I pay for something and then you like keep the money because you're like, oh yeah, plus the tip. Whoa, who the fuck are you?
Just tell me that my change is the tip.
Nigga, let me decide how much. Like, what's going on, bro? And then if I under tip, gang. Like, you can be mad. You can call me asshole when I'm out the store. We all do it. I do that to customers that I've sold phones to. And I worked a commission job. Nigga, people have gotten me money and I've been like, bastard didn't get to. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand, but no, bro. Like, I have some decorum.
Damn.
They're going to say, ironic. You say have some decorum. I don't care.
I really changed my opinion about DoorDash, man. It really is about distance. They really are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Bezos, you order 112 count large fry and a milkshake from a Chick-fil-A. If you ordered 3 for Buzz and your girl, why the fuck you tipping $2 more? It's the same.
That is a good point.
Thing.
That is a good point. That's a great point,
bro. What are we doing?
And it's all packed. They don't even do the packaging. You know what I'm saying?
They don't make sure all of it's there. No, they just literally. I'm talking as a person who has been doing DoorDash. Like, I've been DoorDashing. I've seen the other side.
Motherfuckers pick up DoorDash and I'm at Chipotle. Ordered 314.
Side of it, bro.
Niggas like, you read the label. Like, yo, that gotta be his. All right, bro.
Like, niggas that don't tip, as a former nigga who didn't tip, like, I'm throwing 10 cents on the tip back in the day. Back then, like, listen, up until the Rusty episode, I was treating DoorDashers real fucked up. And after my Chick-fil-A was coming with no buns. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it made sense because I was doing shicey shit. I mean, I'm purposely going there tipping a penny. Like, I was doing some dirty shit. But now, this Rusty incident, I've been tipping based off of just, how much I'm spending. I will say, if I'm spending $60 on DoorDash, I have no problem tipping up to $5, $6, $7. Because if I'm spending that much, if I'm spending $60, I have money to spend. Because there's no reason why I'm spending $60 on DoorDash in any other reason.
Fair.
But them times where it's like, all right, I'm on a budget, I'm spending $25 on DoorDash, nigga, $3 tip, and my shit better be hot. No cap, unless it's far. But $3
shit
tip.
smell like cigarette, and then y'all want me to tip $10. Man, y'all, I hate sometimes when like our chat comment section or anybody else in these conversations act like the working man was the good man. Y'all bastards ain't act like y'all don't go to work and bullshit. Nigga, sometimes my fries smell like weed. What the fuck? Like y'all not doing this to me, bro. Like hell no. Like I'm about to really crash out because y'all niggas act like all y'all niggas hit all your sauce. I never forget the one time. Shout out. You remember Mike? Not Mikey, but Mike, the Chipotle order. Yo, I text this nigga like 11 o'clock. Yo, give me a vinaigrette real quick. Do you know this nigga swerved around mid-order and got me 2 vinaigrettes from my bowl? Now compare that to Daisy, bitch ass, who I said, oh yeah, can you give me 2 vinaigrettes? Her, absolutely no problem, smile emoji. I get that nigga the lid open and it's sour cream on the bowl. What the fuck? Bitch, where's the... No, bro, y'all not doing me dirty like that. Oh, well, maybe you should have eat a dick. Fuck out of here, bro.
I'm still tipping at restaurants. I'm still tipping at restaurants.
Oh yeah, I tip at restaurants. Absolutely.
I tip at restaurants too.
I tip restaurants, barber.
Percentage based.
Oh, you
percentage based?
$5 max game.
Oh yeah, I ain't 5 max. Shit, did we clickbait these niggas? Are we not talking about 2K?
Oh no, we're changing the title. We're I don't think we're gonna
get
Sorry, 2K
we can talk about
guys.
2K.
Next time.
I don't think they care about it. But with that being said, is there anyone in Q&A? All right, we got two. Chris.
Yo.
What's up, man? What's up?
I just wanted to say, like, with the situation, I don't believe in tipping really, because like they already have a job to like help them. They also say like the tipping helps them with their they say the tipping helps them with their financial stability, which is weird because tipping is like a 50-50 situation because like you can only get tipped like $5 for the day. What can that help you if you even think about it? Because you get paid by the week, you only get paid like $50, extra $50. Like what would that do for you? Like,
okay, I'm not saying that.
Kind of add up throughout the whole day.
Crazy. Hey, have you been like a server before, or you know somebody a server?
No, but what I work in, you can get tipped, so I know how much people will tip you. Like you
what do you do for work though? Like what do you do?
I'm at at Walmart I do like the grocery thing, they tip you and stuff.
Yeah, gang. No,
I thought he was gonna say like a delivery or
you cannot compare being the online shopper getter nigga that brings the stuff out and somebody might throw you $1 or $2, $5, $10 here and there sparingly. You can't compare that to a server where every order, literally, you're getting.
It's customary to get tipped.
In an hour, you can get 10 to 15 tables in an hour. And that's just 1 hour. You're working 8 hours. And each table, if they're tipping 13%, they're tipping $9, $10, $20, $15. That shit adds up throughout the week. And they're also getting paid at a lower rate compared to the back. Well, it depends on the establishment. So sometimes you got to split tips with the back of the house. Sometimes the tips is personally to just the servers, but they're getting paid $3 an hour, $4 an hour, well below minimum wage. But because you're getting tips at that frequency, it's supposed to balance it out, even it out. When I used to be a server, I genuinely, a week, I'm talking about an extra $300 in just the tips.
Why would you tip good then? Sometimes that's my thing. Knowing that like that's the situation.
Huh?
I don't know. Knowing that that's how the back end works. I personally feel like, I guess the system. Don't blame me for the system, but the system is what it is, man. Let me help out.
First, I tip based off what I got. Secondly, again, I don't know anybody who's going out here going to restaurants by themselves like some miserable bastard. Again, if I'm going out to eat, there is at least one other person with me. I operate on the philosophy, all right, nigga, you tip 5, I tip 5. There we go. $5 a person. The more people, the more $5, the better the tip.
Here's the thing. Why shouldn't they, instead of fight for more tips, shouldn't they just fight for a better wage so they can?
Yeah, gang. So like,
you can say that.
Yeah, you get hypothetically.
One's much easier to get than the other. Let's just say that.
One is infinitely much easier. It's easier to just be nicer, work harder, and therefore get better results in terms of gratuity than just move up in the ranks or get a better job. It's a ton easier. And then on top of that, based on the experience that I have, and I wasn't necessarily a professional server, but I was at like a kind of a local restaurant. So sometimes if niggas dine in and were stupid, like there wasn't a cash register, you just walk up to the front, we would serve them just to, you know, hey, raise more money, fuck it. And in those situations, yeah, it's kind of like, you know, you get paid more for that. Or in terms of like one of my friends who worked at a Milk and Honey, it would literally be on some shit like, yeah, the tips outweigh my check from time to time, depending on how many hours you work. Because at the end of the day, I'm just nice to all my customers. They fuck with me. Some of them will even cash at me directly, so I don't have to split with the restaurant. Yeah, absolutely, the tips do matter. You got me sounding like a damn like I'm all for this bullshit, and I was just arguing against it.
Why gotta be bullshit, man?
Why gotta be the good guy now? I was just standing against this 22% ideology, but I gotta concede that we're going too far when we're saying that like. Yeah, man, just get a better job. That's crazy.
What am I tipping for? You're literally at work, buddy. You're getting paid to be here. Like, why? Whoa, that's the opposite of the spectrum. Yeah.
Oh my god!
I know I didn't word that the best, but hopefully you caught what I meant.
Receiver on Netflix, by any chance? The
best. What on Netflix?
Yeah, the football show on Netflix called The Receiver. It's basically like
I started watching it, and then I realized they gave the 49ers 2 different players. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's great. But anyway, I seen it was a scene with Devontae Adams. It was like people don't know who he is, but his daughter's birthday stuff and stuff. Basically like the security, since like he is like a big figure. I was wondering, when do y'all think y'all would have to put in like security, especially you, Damo, because you have a child and another one on the way, to like stay safe because of your status in the world?
Way far out there, man.
Once it impedes my ability to just do shit, once me going out to just get some food, go cop some shoes, once normal everyday life becomes a hassle because of who I am, that's when I get security.
The first time a fan show up to my house or to one of my family's house, just uninvited, yes, it's go time. Unless I can't afford it. If I can't afford it, I can't fucking afford it.
I ain't getting no security, nigga. I know what I'm gonna get. I got it. I already got it. Like, okay, knock knock. But security for me, way down the line. By the way, we are not near those. I think we all would agree. But yeah, it's something along the lines of, unfortunately, it's likely going to be a reactionary thing. As much as in hindsight, it's good to practice prior to. Security's damn expensive. So you would have to start realizing, yo, everywhere you go, niggas do recognize you, to the point where niggas are trying to look for you. Okay, bet, let's get security.
Okay, we don't have to say security, like just moving smart in general.
Oh, right now.
Once it impedes my ability to, I mean, well, one, I move smart in general. I was moving smart when I was a nobody. What do you mean?
Yeah, right. I was moving smart since.
Moving smart, again, once it impedes my ability to just be comfortable and move and navigate my everyday life, that's when you gotta be more aware and cautious. I feel like a lot of streamers and stuff fuck up, especially these guys that do this IRL content.
Yeah.
No one knows who you are for real. And you walk around with 2 6'8" left tackles.
Yeah.
You are inviting attention, my G. Like, you are inviting niggas to be like, all right, so who is this 5'10" little Zan with no tattoos looking ass nigga? Who is that? Let's see what he about. And then you end up inviting unwanted attention. You end up like Annoying TV in Canada.
You have to actually be on that. That's a great point. You have to actually be on that status. It's a ton of self-awareness that goes into security, because if you're not on that status, then people won't know you got robbed. Because it's like, oh well, robbery happens every day, nigga. Call the cops.
Man, out the womb, man.
All right.
Oh, moving tact. Yeah, by the way, the
Yeah.
answer to moving tactical and being safe, that was nigga.
Yeah.
Also born that way.
7 p.m. Please, the Kier Merrow. I can't stand him. Whoever his name is, the guy's next to Carmelo Anthony. He just sounds like a people pleaser, and he just laughs at jokes that are not funny, and like his whole personality is Brooklyn. That's all I gotta say.
Jesus Christ.
Type shit. Appreciate you, man.
Type
Hey,
shit.
W hate.
Yo, side note, I've been looking at Twitter on the side, bro. There's some Yachty beef you can react to Damo on stream.
Yachty beefing with somebody?
Yachty just went on live and like exposed Caribou. Apparently, he said some crazy shit about his pod co-host, and now the co-host girl hopping on Twitter. Hey man, there's Zeef, there's sausage.
Damn.
If there's beef, I have a play. Come on, man. I'm there.
Yeah, this nigga's channel just being drama is so crazy.
Niggas thought
I will say,
was
Sage,
lying.
there is a point where I'm just like, okay, maybe there like is longevity in this.
No, yeah. It's like niggas look for drama every day. So yes, you're not finding an evergreen clip, but like you get
Evergreen
daily
content,
uploads.
though.
I'm evergreen content.
Nigga, I'm evergreen. Fuck
Yeah.
Let me be the evergreen.
Niggas are like, what could have happened today? Oh shit, Damo got it. Like, that's evergreen.
All right, we got two more guys in the back.
Say less.
If needed.
It's canon.
Jake,
If
what's good,
needed, it's in
man?
the section, man.
How you feeling, man?
Good.
Doing great, gang. How you doing?
Yeah, who's calling me now? My question is, how do y'all feel about y'all football team this year as the season's coming up?
It's the year of the fin, nigga. Big fucking fins. Year of the mighty dolphin, nigga. Best show on turf since Kurt Warner. It is our year as long as the temperature don't dip below 50. It's ours. The division's ours. The league's ours. That Lombardi ours. Big fins. Tua's going to be a top 5 quarterback by the end of the year. Tyreek, yet again, will be the best receiver. Jaylen Waddle will be a top 5 receiver. We're going to have a top 5 running back core. Jonnu Smith is going to be a top 15 tight end. I don't know if that's saying much, but he's going to do that. And that defense is going to bring the D. Pause if needed.
Definitely pause.
Well, he lost his
My team
mind.
repeating. Go Chiefs.
Jesus Christ, this nigga from Brady on Mahomes. Every person that did that, piece of shit. For me, I mean, I'll be more practical here. The Steelers, unfortunately, are going to go through the same loop in history. It's just going to be more exciting football this time. 9-8, 10-7, 11-6 at best. First or second round exit, but anybody that thinks we're going 8-9, ridiculous. We're a genuinely better team, top to bottom this year. It's just our comp is crazy, but our comp's been crazy. I'm just hoping for the Steelers. No longer if the other team scores 21, we lose. That it's literally been a thing like that for 4 years straight. They scored 21, we lost the football game. Hopefully this season that 21 goes to 28. Because I don't think we're a high powerhouse offense yet. But when you look at our weapons, we're genuinely a fun team. We got a ton of speedsters. George Pickens, Justin Fields, Najee, and Jaylen Warren are coming into their primes. Pat Freiermuth, O-line's better. It's just, our offense is developing. We're not good yet, but I don't think we're a bad team. I just think we're a team in the AFC.
I
7 seed yet
y'all
again, basically. 7 seed yet again.
Nigga sold me in fantasy last year. Fuck Najee Harris.
Nah, you from the hood, bro.
Najee was ass in fantasy.
He played like he was from the hood. Disappointing.
Jake, appreciate you, man.
What? Appreciate you though, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, let's do one. Let's do 2 more. I'm gonna bring up Marquis real quick.
This motherfucker said Steelers have a fun offense. Yeah, personnel wise, I understand Arthur Smith's there.
It's fun right now.
Just ain't evergreen, right?
Let just
not too much. I knew he was gonna say that shit. Russell Wilson be right there. Hey, kid, calm down.
All right, yeah.
Now can he do it? Hold on, I need it.
Right.
Can Russell Wilson do it himself? No. But he can tell him, hey, calm down, nephew. You wildin'. Fields needs that.
Are you here?
Yo, you're got a mic?
3, 2, 1. Boom.
Folded.
All right.
Folded
Saul,
like shit.
last one. What's good, Saul?
Big Saul.
Never the little JR.
No way you fold too.
3,
No way he folds.
2,
Saul
1.
is here.
Oh,
All
never
right.
call Saul
We
again.
do have some super chats to go through. This is Marcus Henry for $5. Everything asks for a tip now, even when you go pick up your own food. Screenshots them entitled motherfuckers.
Yeah, entitled gratuity is where I draw the line, and hopefully you as a customer draw the line as well. Have some goddamn self-respect. That shouldn't be a hot take. Motherfucker shouldn't be entitled to gratuity.
Yeah, when they flip that tablet, sometimes I do be folding. But I don't know, man. I just feel like being a nice guy. You know?
I don't mind being nice, but don't look at like, because I never
don't
forget
look
one
at me
time.
while like
Yeah, don't look at
go
me
make
like,
the drink.
Where's the extra 5? Don't do that shit, bro. Don't piss me off.
All right, this is from Alan R. Jonathan is one of the best defenders in the league, maybe the best wing defender. You're chatting. This is way back, by the way.
Way back. He can be. Go for it. Still glazed. Y'all niggas was all over the place talking about some Jonathan Isaac.
Smiley for $2. Caruso and Anunoby.
I feel like OG is like one of the highlights ones, but yeah, sure. But then I mean, you just made like a shorter OG Anunoby at that point.
Hey, mix defense with defense. Okay.
Fusion. Oh shit, same nigga.
Gareth Burrow for $10. Shout out to Gareth. Wami, thank you for watching the reels I sent.
You're welcome, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, but Damo's on Threads now too.
Oh,
he's all over the place. I don't know if that was supposed to be a secret. My bad.
It wasn't supposed to be a secret. I was gonna shout the Threads out at the end, but damn, you do it. Jesus.
No. Hey, chat. He asked me before. Yo, Souls. Yo, you been? He said, "Yo, you been on Threads?" Nasty ass. I'm like, no, bruh. But I did hear there was a bag in it, and he goes, "Yeah, nah, I heard there was a bag in it."
There's definitely a bag.
Come on, bro. Let's see a couple more. This is from Tito El Bandito. No player in All NBA conversation should be considered for MIP.
I think there was that one time that Steph was unironically in the conversation.
Yeah, he was like top 5.
Yeah.
This is from AJ Otani. Wemby with a skyhook dominates the world. I mean,
I guess.
I mean, I'm not saying the skyhook should never be replicated. Let me be clear, but it's just like a funny looking shot.
Kareem have a heart attack. He see Wemby whipping out the skyhook.
No fucking way.
I'll be damned.
I actually be damned. All right, Kareem. This nigga LeBron takes my record. No,
and this little French nigga's taking the hook.
Yo, Kareem will lose it.
Kareem will lose it, boy.
I should have never went to the Lakers. Magic already stole a Finals MVP.
No, if I had stayed a buck, ain't nobody would have known. All right, bro.
All right, this is from Fanatic. Zion is on TRT, aka the hand job of steroids. By the way, TRT is not a steroid.
It's not. It's a performance.
Yes, whatever.
This is from Tito El Bandito. When we getting the Let's Keep It a Buck hardcore Minecraft stream? We do have the game together, man.
No. Hardcore though.
Fucking Minecraft.
It could be 2K25, but someone wants to be difficult, Chad. God.
Oh wait, I'm looking the wrong way.
What, Omar being difficult? What happened?
Man, fuck that, Damo. You hold up back games. Let's really talk about it, bro. We wouldn't be able to do this. We wouldn't be able to do this. B-Souls. That we died twice, Damo offline, lying or not.
I'm saying, bro.
First of all, y'all did not. No one told me.
And you be selling just because you didn't use your fucking controller. You literally sold those games.
I could. I did. The moment you told me I could, I plugged my controller in. I didn't even know I could. You niggas knew what capabilities I was working with, and no one said anything about a controller.
Bro, you said that shit midway through the stream. I ain't gonna lie, gang. My fucking fingers are using this mouse pad. Come on, bro.
Whoa. No, chat. Niggas are not about to gas like me. Bezos bought me that fucking laptop and told me it's a gaming, for gaming specifically. What is
it has a specs to game on the laptop. What
you
the?
think I bought a new PC?
God. Oh
Okay.
no, you're not pulling that
know
on me.
what
Hell
happened.
no.
I don't know if they
Hell
know.
no. What
I
the
know what
fuck?
happened.
Wait, Sage.
It's a gaming laptop. Why shouldn't I be
know
able to
what
use my
happened.
side? What the fuck?
No. Niggas thought I bought a new PC with a fucking mouse and keyboard that I was just able to fucking play. I didn't know. I literally just bought the game, and no one told me niggas was trying to do a 8-hour.
You thought it was a keyboard only game?
Chat.
Come on, bro.
Chat, I'm not even gonna pick a side. I'm gonna allow you to pick a side. I know what happened. Comment section of the chat, you let me know who you defend. Basically, if B-Souls gave you a gaming laptop, what would you expect out of said gaming laptop?
That's a fucking mouse. That's what I'd expect.
Funny. No, that's funny as shit.
Yes. Oh my God.
There is a right side and a wrong side right now.
That would have been tough.
Excuses. Excuses.
Niggas gonna say from the beginning, yo, Dom, you know you can use a controller, right? I'm a controller player.
No, that's funny as fuck. That's why you okay. No, this is funny now.
What?
Nah, I guess for me, man, you just like I'm a sore loser, but like you're a rage quitter. I'm a get angrier. I'm a blamer. I'm a toxic. I wasn't trying. You leave, bro.
Oh yeah,
we gotta stay, bro. Like we trying to game.
Yo, Trey sucks.
You don't even rage quit. He just like gives up. Like he just I'm done. I'm done.
No, I'm sorry.
Trey was not good. I'll give you that.
Niggas just jumping off of shit for the fucking vibes. What do you think? I'm not fucking 15. I don't got time. My daughter is downstairs, nigga. If I rage too hard, she wakes up. I can't afford to spaz out and throw shit like I did when I lost to Sage on fucking college football. That's a once in a blue moon occasion, buddy. I can't just do that. I have to rage quit.
I'm just saying, bro. Like we can't play games knowing that we can't plan for like 3 hours if we know hour number one we don't beat the game.
I mean, let niggas know. Let niggas know it's time to go for 3 hours. I don't know how long game sessions be for y'all, because niggas don't play games with me like that.
Niggas, come on. I know Damo's not a Pokemoner.
It's time to bring the veil back. Now it's time to
Because
bring
unironically, you're the only one that still plays 2K.
I don't even play 2K. That's not even the game I play the most.
Mister, we know we 2K. Play 2K the most, man. Come on.
You know what? I don't play 2K the most. I promise y'all don't play 2K the most. Everybody no more.
I'll be on NCAA and Madden now.
Nigga, Omar plays 175 playing out games a day. He is easily the most. He has the most time on 2K out of anybody right now.
Omar do be running up some 2K.
Like what?
All right, we got a couple more. This is from Belinsky for $5. Realest group so far. No clip farming, just great content. You don't know what goes behind the scenes.
No clip farming.
Damo been crazy with the content lately on his channel. Keep up the greatness, y'all. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Man, I think that's the last one, man. Bro, this is a fun pod, man. This is a good pod, man.
Yep. Energetic pod, if you will.
Who?
Sorry, no. Let me stop.
They'll be delivery guys.
Facts. A lot of passion.
I want a tip.
That was $2.40. Hey, tip your streamers.
We did just read a bunch of tips, so
you feel me? Now, if we were sitting here doing nothing, just saying you wouldn't super chat.
If you really wanted to tip your streamers,
it's almost like you don't tip us for being live for 3 hours, but you tip us for how entertaining it. Man, I called you, bro. I'm tired of telling niggas hit the formula, bro. God damn, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, man. If you really want to show how much you could tip, go over to That's Damo and leave a super thank.
No. You spelled TSO underscore Sage wrong.
A super sticker. Leave one of them. Let me know you really support.
You spelled TSO underscore Sage on Twitch wrong.
I don't call it whole clause anymore, man. I call it love clause.
Love. Nah, it's old clause. Because it's okay. Gotta help people, bro. Chat likes toxicity. No more peace.
I don't even do whole clauses no more. Too many snakes out here.
We got one more right here from Marquivian Black. The tip $2. Appreciate you. This is from Honey Dutch $5.
You know
Let's
what?
touch tips real quick.
You know what? No, mind. Give you money. If that's about to be what goes on, man, you know, y'all want.
That's what y'all tipping? Okay.
Nah, I'm good.
You're
send it to Damo, man. Go send it to that nigga.
All right, chat. Let's go ahead and do our outro. Say goodbye to the people.
All right, people, this will be a short-term goodbye. I'm going to get some fucking water. If you can't tell, I can barely speak English. Going to stream tonight because, my God, I won't be able to do it for the next couple of days or maybe late Friday night. But today we're going to be watching a couple of One Piece episodes. We're going to be watching a Dragon Ball movie, couple reactions, couple of your hot takes. It's going to be more of that weeb shit that you guys know and love. And then maybe at the end of it all, play some Madden because why the fuck not? Follow me at TS_Sage on Twitch. We're going to be live in like 30 minutes tops. Take care and stay blessed. I'll see you on the next pod.
I'm going to say goodbye to the people, man.
All right, Chaz, being my favorite midnight snack, and we would have been back right after this, but 60% of the population is about to be in Sage's stream, so I probably won't stream tomorrow. To react to a lot of beef.
YouTube, that's YouTube.
Nah, even YouTube numbers take a hit, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. So, hey, Sage is streaming. Hey, you got it, big bro. I ain't gonna try to stomp on your toes.
SOZ dog be in your chat.
You got a beef community that I don't even got. Like you got the beef community.
I don't know what this guy's yapping about, chat.
Every time I tune into your stream, someone fighting. So come on.
Not too much. We might watch them. We might watch Dr. Doof comp. I ain't gonna lie.
See, look at that. Look at that. Easy 1,000 in the chat right there. Crazy. Y'all go ahead and go to my channel. Before y'all flood Sage's stream, just that's Damo. Leave a sub, leave a like, whatever. Hey, leave a super thanks. No matter. I will be live tomorrow though. So be on the lookout for that. Turn the post notice on and take care. Stay blessed. Have a great night.
And I will try to be live tonight. Hopefully Sage doesn't take all my viewers. But yeah, I'll try to be live tonight. I will cover the Caribou news as soon as possible. Okay, I'll do that. I'm the man of the people.
This guy here, bro.
I'll put you on for the news. You didn't even know. I told you what the fuck was going on, man.
Nigga, I was going to react to it, but
so you're the only one who can make a ticket video? Come on, bro. I can't make a ticket video too? God, this is crazy.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh, man.
Thank you. All that out. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cover that on my stream. We're gonna play Wukong, continue to grind that game because I won't be streaming till Monday. With that being said, we're out of here, y'all. Peace.